Someone else's.
I thought it was PUBG. I thought it said PUBG on it.
It was Rainbow Six.
A little bit of PUBG.
Come on.
Yeah, the title up there said PUBG.
Oh yeah.
That was weird.
What a little cheating boy. He didn't change his
I
category.
gotta update that shit.
What the fuck?
Because mine still looks like it just...
What the fuck, Richard?
Hot dog boys.
Oh yeah, the frisbee bit.
Time to make a call
Richard.
since we're live.
Alright. Let's record. There we go. Now we're live. Perfect. Give that little fellow a
Do
call.
you have an iPhone charger?
Yeah.
Can I plug mine in?
Oh shit. I don't know if I have an N though. Let's see. Let's do something here.
Hey, my dude, are you on your way?
We can do this. We'll put this in.
So,
See if that will charge it.
Salty Frank.
so are you not coming?
Hey, Salty.
Hey yo, Salty.
What's up, my man?
Salty boy.
Oh, sorry. So let's see.
Salty at you again.
Did that charge?
I have no idea.
What if we just look it up over here?
Yeah, we're live. I'm talking to you on
Yeah,
the
there we go.
on the podcast.
What's
Heads
up,
up,
dude?
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
They can't hear you. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
they can
okay.
hear everything.
Was he talking?
Jordan says he loves all of you,
Let's say poop dick.
and he wishes nothing but the best for all of you,
Is he not coming?
except Salty Frank. Damn, Salty Frank's in the chat already. He heard that.
What a dick.
Salty Frank is
He's
a winner.
Salty. He's just playing. He thinks you're a wonderful human and a boyo.
There we go. That almost hold me up.
So,
Thomas, what?
how you doing,
Burp.
Salty?
Okay,
was a
sounds
deep
good. Sounds
burp.
good.
One of them real deep burps.
I feel so good after those.
Man.
Kind of hurt a little bit in like
After
your diaphragm.
After I logged off yesterday, I was so full of beer and meatloaf. I was walking, I was going, ooh,
Yeah.
and I went through a
Beer and
Damn.
meatloaf.
Shout out to our sponsor,
Tavi.
Davey.
So I don't know when he's gonna be here.
No.
Tavi
He doesn't know
Palmer.
either.
No,
Tavi Palmer.
he says he's hanging out with his girlfriend and their puppy. Or
Me and the
something.
crunchy captain gonna have some words. Who's the crunchy captain?
Because he was talking about Waffle Crisp forever when he came on the podcast. Jordan.
Waffle crisps are great, like those.
Yeah, he was talking about
Wait,
it's the
which
best cereal.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, the
Oh, it's
cereal
him.
waffle. Oh my god.
All right, Snapchat. Yeah, yeet. Extra yeet. Whatever that was.
I'm gonna start. That's my new ASMR. Just
Have you
right to the mic.
Do you guys play No Man's Sky?
No.
No, they just got a new update
I
though.
know, I
And
haven't
it
seen
was on sale too.
So I've been
everyone
thinking
was
about
playing
getting it.
it.
It looked
is
good at first, and then I heard it sucked when it was released.
Oh shit.
Everybody
like
hated it.
Like an
It's a
RPG?
space game.
Space.
It's space exploration.
Space AIDS. Oh, that's the worst kind of AIDS,
Yeah, I want to avoid those space aids.
right?
Yeah, the game sucked because there was nothing to fucking do, and you could never play with anybody. You'd have
Yeah,
to
now
like
it's
run into
multiplayer.
somebody.
I heard
So-
it's a lot better.
Their map's like super big, but they made it too big to the point where like
You couldn't see anybody. At
some
all.
guy played like it was like 140 hours and never ran into another person.
Oh, Jesus.
And he's all like, I just wanted to play with people. Like,
Dude, what's up with games dropping the ball so much lately?
I don't know. What's
Like-
up with everybody?
Destiny 2, dude, they fucked up at first. And now, like, it's pissing me off because I think that since they fucked up so hard, they lost a bunch of money. And now they're charging more for another DLC.
Of course.
I was like, what in the fuck? And then they're doing an annual pass.
Of course.
Is it EA? Does EA do?
No, that's Activision and Bungie.
I was gonna say that sounds like an EA thing to do.
It's a total EA thing to do.
fucking little
It's
dicks.
bullshit, dude. Because I like Destiny 1 a lot. I got into it pretty late, like probably second year.
Yeah,
But I love Destiny 1, and then
the first
Started
one was
playing
fun for a
two.
bit, but it just got boring. It's just like you could do everything so fast, and you're like, oh, what now?
yeah. Well, that towards the end it got really, really good. It had the same problem as Destiny 2. There was like once you beat the main game, the end game shit is kind of worthless.
Yeah, there was like.
But now they've done a lot more toward like in the way of events and like just a variety of shit you can do. But it just pisses me off that they want another. They want basically the amount of another game.
That's how they do it. That's how they get you.
They want like $60
Yeah.
for Forsaken. I mean, it looks like it's going to be really good, but I paid like, well, I have the limited edition or deluxe or whatever the fuck, but it's only because I got the Destiny 2 PlayStation Pro.
Yeah.
I think that the people should stop, or there should be like restrictions on this early access thing. Because every single game just says, oh, we're in early access, so ignore all the bugs and glitches we didn't want to fix yet, and if our game's successful, we'll fix it then.
Right? It's just like a money grab thing.
It should just be how it fucking used to be, dude. Buy a goddamn game,
Yeah.
and you get to play that goddamn game.
Right.
Like, no fucking locking a bunch of content behind a paywall.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, we all know that it's going to change because of how bad Star Wars games failed.
Because
for
EA's.
years.
Salty Frank says the other day the Xbox, the game plus first game pass was on Destiny 2 was $20.
Right.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's either both the DLCs or just Curse of Osiris, but that's what I had originally, was the one that had the DLC pass.
Damn, I didn't
And it
realize
fucked me.
Twitch changed up their thing.
When the game first came out, people thought they would explore the sky and space, and the game was like, no man, fly, because that's all you could do.
Yeah.
And I've heard that as far as No Man's Sky, I watched like a 20-minute video on it the other day, and they said that they kind of mandatory you have to grind a little more. That's another thing that gets me in. Games are making you fucking grind on stupid shit too much.
Right?
I just want good times. Good
Work
times
for your
playing.
shit. You gotta work for it.
I work for my shit in the real world, man.
Yeah. I want to play a game where, give
I
me that.
want to get home from my
I want
12-hour day, and
rewards. I want rewards.
yeah, I want to get home from my 12-hour day and be able to play for fucking 30 minutes a day and have the same shit that somebody that plays 200 hours gets.
Right? That's one thing with Fortnite that they did smart, was just free game, and then if you want skins, you can buy them. And people are spending
that's what I do like that about Battle Royales, is because you jump in the game with the same with nothing.
Like the skins don't do anything to make you better or anything. It's just cosmetic. So
I like that about those.
So it's free game. That's what's smart, but they're making more money than most any other game just because of skins.
Dude, I know. They're
It's
making
wild.
so much goddamn money.
They broke $1 billion.
Yeah.
So.
Who knew, dude? Who knew?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you see Apple's about to become the first $1 trillion market value company?
No way.
Yeah, Apple's about to drop a car too. Apple cars coming out. There's rumors of it.
Hey, Salty! Thank you, friendo.
Hey,
So
do you
the
have to
Twitch Prime.
redo that, the Twitch Prime thing?
Yeah.
Oh. I had no idea. I thought it was just like one time and then it stays until you change it.
No, if you did like a $5 subscription, it
Well, I
will
just
like
have the
keep
Twitch
going.
Prime
Yeah,
deal,
the Twitch
whatever.
Prime, they
Oh, yeah, you
reset it
said-
every month.
I always.
Check it.
It's just so people aren't, which it would be good for us, but people aren't just doing it and then forgetting. So they're just getting charged every month.
Hey guys, I'm enjoying the show so far. Glad to hear it. Welcome back.
Hey, how are ya?
Boy,
What's poppin'?
Shishimaru.
It's lit in here, huh?
Boy.
Did you say the lead?
Lit. It's lit in here.
They said there's lead
Another
in here.
video.
There's lead in your drinking water.
There's lead in my
There's
beer.
lit in here, huh? No, it's lit in here, huh?
What's popping? Oh yeah, Thomas, do your Kurds cowardly dog.
Muriel. Dang.
Fucking love it. Stupid dog.
Unless it looks like he got a haircut. That was a bit off the top. Yeah, just a bit off the top.
I was like, wait, did you? I looked over, I was like, wait, because I saw the long sides, so I was like, yeah, if you just got off the top, was it got a mullet now? I think we should do that.
A whole, completely bald on the top, just side and back.
Oh lord, that'd be fucking amazing.
Is this a game? Alien? Is there an alien game?
Yeah, the Alien Isolation game.
Is it good?
Way good. It's like super. How do you explain it? Like, you gotta creep around, and the alien just is like super ominous, and you can't kill it except for some areas.
Okay.
It's
Like
kinda-
Dead Space?
Yeah,
So like real life.
Yeah.
It would be.
exactly.
That son of a bitch alien.
An alien would fuck
Alien
you up
slut
unless
with
you got
big
it
teeth.
just right.
Yeah.
You have to be real tricky to get an alien.
Which part do you think would get better oral? The normal mouth part or the baby mouth part?
Probably the little baby one.
Yeah.
So then it's like,
There'd be too much tooth on the big one.
Yeah.
There's too much tooth. There's like teeth on both of them, and they're metal teeth, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
They
teeth.
have little metal teeth.
how do they brush their teeth? They just melt the toothbrush with the acid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good question.
you'd have to have a
Get a
damn.
metal toothbrush.
Maybe that's why they're so grumpy. Those teeth and no
They
toothbrush.
just got toothaches all the time, dude. That's their problem. Got a fucking metal toothache, bro.
Every time they're screaming, they're just like, ah! It's like, oh,
They got acid in their mouth. It just hurts, but it doesn't burn it away.
Right?
So that's why they're drooling.
That new Predator movie looks awful, by the way.
I've
Where?
only
Is it a
seen
new
Let me
Predator
see.
movie?
Can we watch trailers on here?
No.
afterwards.
Yeah, afterwards. So they sold out and they went and got Arnold Schwarzenegger again for some reason.
Can they CGI his ass?
I imagine it's gonna. If he takes his shirt off, it's gonna be CGI.
Like,
Yeah, dude, he's
Not
all
a
fucking
wrinkly old guy.
flappy.
Yeah.
just
He's flappy as shit.
got wings.
nowadays, dude.
Mr. Krabs without a
That might
Without
actually.
a
That could be a good premise.
shell.
What if his way of escaping is
Is
he just
flying?
he takes his flaps and just kind of wingsuits it?
Damn, now we're talking. That's how he defeats this Predator.
Yeah, he just.
It just looks like every other Predator movie they've done. There's no difference.
shit. I unplugged those.
There's just
Bennett.
yeah. There's just dudes getting attacked by a predator, and then dudes trying to stop the predator, and
The
then
first one was so good. Just a
Yeah.
whole bunch of buff guys fighting a
yeah.
bread. Just the
Shaving with machetes and
Yeah.
shit.
I was like, why are these guys so buff?
Right?
I've never seen. Man, if
Bunch
I
of
ran into
ripped
those
dudes.
guys, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, the
You know what I've
Predator's
been
one
watching
thing.
lately?
What?
Venture Bros.
You wanna watch
Oh, is that?
That's that old cartoon.
Yeah, on adult. It was on Adult Swim.
Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Adult
I don't know
Swim.
if I've seen it.
It's a fucking good
There's a
cartoon.
spider on the wall. Don't
That's
you
a good
fucking
one.
say that.
There used to be at one point, and
Where's
he
this?
got.
A Spidey boy.
Who's that?
I don't know, but there was actually a spider at one point. So it was right there, but I got rid of it.
I hope there's not another spider boy just crawling around.
Try me. I told you about when I walked through the web the other day, right?
Yeah.
Little sons of bitches. I do it like every day. I fill the web.
But having love with.
Love child with an alien.
That would be a good ending, man.
Yeah, why haven't they gone that route? Where the predator starts banging out some humans?
Yeah.
We just get weird
A hybrid.
predator hybrids.
There you go.
That'd be pretty good. I want to see what those little fellows look like.
It's just a human, but the whole mouth area is just fucked. A little rat pygmy.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be sweet. Little ugly fellows.
Would you? Okay, here's the question. You're married. Predator comes. I
That's
know.
the first flaw of this.
Yeah, this
Damn.
this is where the
Married.
flaw. Predator comes up, speaks perfect English, just with a weird accent. He's like, "Hello," and he wants to bang your wife and create a baby, but you get to keep the baby. You down?
I don't know, because I don't get any of the benefits from the predator.
You get a predator baby.
I get this ugly fucking kid.
Yeah,
now that
predator
I gotta
baby.
deal
Yeah,
with.
but if we know anything from these, it would probably kill your wife coming out.
Win-win. I mean, now I just have a predator baby.
if somehow I can take this predator baby's like stem cells and inject them into myself, and then become a predator powered myself,
So yes.
then I'm down. But first, you gotta abort that little fella because I need them stem cells, baby.
I need them stems.
I'd probably do it. I'd be like, yeah, I want a little baby predator. Think of like, because you know, like, there's those calls you get from like schools and stuff about your kid, like, oh, he's a bully or whatever. You get a call like, your kid just ate 4 other kids.
He's
Like,
got skulls around his neck.
yeah.
sliced them up with some laser.
Right, he's skinned
apparatus.
all of them. They're hanging in the trees, skinned. It's time to come get him from school.
Good job.
Never bring him back. In fact, he should never go to any school.
I think I would name him Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap.
Does he have bad vision?
He's a little guy.
Fetty Wap can't see too well.
Is it an obedient child? Yeah, that's actually a good question.
Yeah, he listens to you. He just doesn't like orders from other
Do you
people.
remember when Fetty Wap got in a wreck on his motorcycle because he couldn't see out the woman's peripherals?
Yeah.
Because he's only got one eye.
You couldn't see.
No.
But yeah, he only has one eye, so he couldn't see out like this side. So he went to get over, and there was a car, and I think I just. I think that's the situation. But he wrecked on his motorcycle. I was like, why's a fucking pirate riding a motorcycle?
Dude, OG Mako
No,
lost his eye just like Fetty Wap
Damn.
in a car crash.
Is that how Fetty Wap lost his eye?
No, I don't know. But OG Mako, the guy that's, it's like the song. You bet you guessed it.
Oh, yeah. yeah, I forgot about him.
He was right. He got in a car crash after he got a bunch of money and then lost his eye. He posted pictures like, I was like, oh my God.
Hey, Savage.
What up, Savage?
Yeah.
That's fucking nutty.
You
Yeah.
living the double battery life.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
now he
triple,
has a-
dude. I have an extra one in the car.
What?
That's the way to do it.
Got
Downside.
3 batteries over here.
Downside on iPhone.
Not
So this is one of the only phones now that does it.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the new ones don't let you switch batteries now, even on Android.
What's up, Savage?
Nah. Have you seen those headphones? They're the Beats ones, but they're kind of like the ones that we work in and stuff.
Yeah.
They're the new ones, but 5 minutes of charge gets you 2 hours of music playtime. So I was like, sign me up for that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You saw my dance. Thank you.
Thomas, I think you should learn the dance of those cyberpunks under the bridge. You know?
Oh,
Oh,
Cybergoths?
Yeah.
From freaking. If you guys watched Letterkenny, oh my god,
Damn, I'm pretty good at it.
you guys haven't watched Letterkenny?
No, I haven't.
That's a good fucking show. It's on Hulu.
It's
It's like some Canadian
Oh.
weird show.
Trailer Park
But yeah,
Boys?
Trailer Park
it's kind of like Trailer Park Boys.
Trailer Park Boys is so good.
It's very similar, but instead of like trailer park people, it's farm people.
Oh.
It's like a small farm town, but there's like a group of meth head kids that are all goth and shit, and they do that. They're all
Perfect.
Sorry. Burped your direction.
Oh, that's alright.
Alright, I'm gonna take a Snapchat too to get the folks in here.
oh god.
Savage, you're always lit, aren't you? You're one litty titty boy, aren't you? You like flames and hearts and cute things and lits. Just get it. Yeah. Some little plumps.
Little plumps,
Yeah.
little plumpies.
One little plump boy.
What if my name was
Tom's
Lil
slowly
Cum
imploding.
Bud?
Little cum
This is my
butt.
nervous high.
He's slowly imploding over there.
You could just turn into a little green potato boy.
Yeah.
Damn, we should just get a second like little sheet and then we can just put it over you so like just like a missing thing right here. Just nothing.
Then you won't have to be camera shy
What
because you'll
level,
just be invisible.
what level could we go? Like, could we green screen take a picture of that and put it as the green screen?
Yeah.
So then it just looks like we're all covered, but we're actually just hiding behind a green screen?
Yeah, good.
Oof, man.
You look like you're rolling.
You guys should
nuts
just
on all
start. You guys should
that
just start
picture.
painting everything green.
Right?
Like every show, something else is green. So like that lampshade just goes green. This goes green. Table goes green.
all of a sudden, there's just nothing on the
Just
screen.
squares of carpet starts going green.
The fucking podcast implodes on itself.
Damn.
I'm just gonna like I've been thinking about using this green screen for real functional things. I think I'm gonna learn that dance, you know,
Yeah.
and then I think I'm gonna wear those real short shorts like I was wearing on Twitter. I think I'm gonna put myself in that bridge video, just me doing
Do
it. Too.
Do it. I'm gonna watch. Maybe that could be the background every single
I'll just be like-
episode.
Just put myself in everywhere. Or I should just make a video of me dancing in front of the green screen. I just like put it out there. Do what you will. Just
Do what you will.
so people can put me real funny
So
places.
that way you're everywhere.
I just want to be a meme. That's all I want. I gotta turn myself into
Anything
a meme.
is possible.
Yeah.
And then I can just put, you ever fucked a meme? And I'm like, no. Today's your lucky
Today's
day,
the day.
sir. Just kidding. Grandpa.
Grandpa, I heard
Shut
you
the
been,
fuck up, Grandpa. I'm a meme.
heard you been getting into memes lately, Grandpa.
My grandpa has to get a, I don't know what for, I forgot to ask, but he has to get a shot in his eyeball once a month for the rest of his life.
Is he losing eyeball fluids?
I don't know, and
It's like Westworld, where he's losing that brain fluid. You just
Yeah,
have
he
to
is.
and
get
then
the
if
get the
insurance didn't
eyeball
cover
fluid.
it would be $2,000 every shot.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, damn, Grandpa.
If that was me and I didn't have insurance, I'd be like, I guess you guys are having my eyeball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do what you
Yeah,
will.
shot in
Fuck you guys.
Give me
I'm
a
not doing that
glass
anyways.
eyeball.
yeah.
I'll be like, just take it.
I heard you don't feel anything in the eyeball.
Oh, I beg to differ. I got hydrogen peroxide in my eye one time, and that was.
I mean, like needles.
Oh.
Yeah, because like when you do LASIK, they don't do anything.
Hey, Dingo.
They just do the LASIK.
Yeah, they laser your eyeball, like the back
Yeah.
of your corneas.
Like when they would do, like before the lasers, you know, when they would do actual surgery.
Yeah.
And like you would just see them like scraping away at your eyeball.
If you think about it, the pain that you feel, like the stinging, might actually just be like the eyelid.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? Because one time, because I used like.
Because if you think about it, if you look at your eyelid, that's like raw skin.
Yeah. Definitely.
So it could just be your eyelid
I
that
don't
feels
know,
pain.
I don't know, my whole eyeball turned red when I got hydrogen peroxide because I was using it to clean my contacts. And I had one contact case full of hydrogen peroxide and one full of solution. And I put them in the wrong one. And I put my contacts in and I was like, ah! And then my eyes just turned completely red. And I was just like, ow!
Oh! It exploded on me.
Oh no.
Story of my life.
What's up, Dingo Hawk? How are you doing tonight?
This Dingo. What's up, dude?
One of our moderators.
Dingo's the boy.
It's alright. It's not noticeable.
The boys are here. Salty and Dingo.
Mm-hmm. That's what the little green sword means, moderators.
Doing good, man. That's what I like to hear.
Oh.
Does that mean you can't say swears?
You can swear, yeah. He just like watches for people in the chat, you know, that come in and people,
And
you know.
fuck shit
We used to
up.
have a lot of trolls. We haven't had trolls in a while, but you know,
No.
just in case people come in and start putting shit in the chat that they shouldn't, and helps us. They help. Dino knows like most of the rules, probably a lot of the rules. So like, if we don't know something, like hey, like for terms of service, he's the boy. That's why.
Okay, cool.
It's probably because talk shows finally has taken off, so we don't have to stream in IRL and get roasted every 5 minutes.
Because we used to put in IRL and then just trolls come in and just say real mean things.
We did have some of the best moments though, where like, still that shoe on head thing was fucking the wildest thing that's ever happened to me.
We were just doing a hanging out in IRL, and then they're like, "Put your shoes on your head," and I was like, "Right, no." And then I was like, "Okay," and then we ended up just stacking all these shoes on our heads.
And then we got on a business call with these guys who wanted us to put our shoes on our head, and they were telling us how we were part of their company now, and we were flying out to Dubai to do business, and they were buying. It was a whole ordeal.
That's funny.
Who are the guests? Thomas is over by Forrest, and DJ is by me.
What's up?
I had some good pictures.
Ayo.
Thomas is a level 75 paladin with 47 charisma.
Man, we should. I was thinking. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but I think it'd be hilarious if we can get Calfred in on it. Is have a gay conversion therapist come in.
Oh, shit.
and see if Calfred will just like, will you come in and just see what this guy says?
Just the roast. Damn, that would be way funny,
Or I'll
actually.
pretend to be gay.
Hey.
I'll be like, you ever suck the dick?
That-
And he's like,
You
no,
could get
Satan.
Alec to pretend to be real
We
gay.
could probably get Alec to do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Come on, Alec, do it.
Right.
I was like,
He
that'd
could be.
fucking funny.
I've heard him pull off some real.
Yeah, he
Some
came.
real gayness.
He's been in here a couple times, and
He got naked at the this Greek food place at like 4 a.m. behind the dumpster just to surprise like one of our friends.
he put his business in someone else's mouth that we know too.
What?
That was a while ago.
Oh, Jordan Belcher. Was it Belcher?
No last name.
Oh, crap.
But
Yeah,
Jeffrey. Was it Jeffrey?
Jordan Belfort, the
the wolf on Wall
the
Street.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there, and Alex like, "Hey, film this," and I was like, "What?" And he just takes off his shoes. I was like, "What the fuck? What am I filming?" He just takes off all of his clothes. And then, I was like, "What are you doing?" It was real funny though. I feel bad, but it was goddamn glorious.
That was definitely an evening to be present.
He's got nuts.
I don't even remember what the reason was either.
There was no reason. He fell asleep, and he's like, "Hey, film this." And I was like,
Because we were at Chandler's dad's house, weren't we?
Yeah.
Like in Highland or whatever.
"Yeah."
What's the high charisma in being a paladin? He's a paladin with high charisma.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with that. He conquers the evil of the world,
Skyrim, dude.
but he's also neutral,
Max
chaotic.
Sneak.
So Max Sneak, yeah.
Man, I used to. Brett knew the like little glitch you could do where you just go the high Hrothgar. So
Yeah.
where you
Hrothgar.
would go when the guys were praying, you would just slice them in the back a bunch until they stood
Yeah.
up, and you could get your max sneak level super.
Dude, you can do that in the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. you
There's like 3 different things you can level up:
Yeah.
one-handed, you can level up sneak, and you can level up archery.
Man.
And I did all 3 of them to where you can double up on them.
Yeah.
And I
shit.
came out of the first level, the first you know when you go in that cave
Mhm.
with the one dude, whoever you choose one of the sides, the
Yeah.
Imperial or the other dude. Yeah, you go in there and then you just like get him in this corner and then you sneak slice him for like hours on end.
That's what I did.
I just walked around my house just holding my controller and just pressing
It blows
slice.
my mind that game's been out for like what,
Dude, I still play
2010
it
or
all the
11.
fucking time.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I play it
Yeah.
all once I put it in my PlayStation, it doesn't come out for like 3 months.
That's
Right.
my problem. If I
Yeah.
start playing, I'm
Same
stuck.
thing,
Right.
dude, with Fallout 4.
Dark Souls.
That happens. I
Dark
haven't
Souls.
played Dark Souls. I'm afraid of that
Play
game.
it
That
way.
game's so good.
That game's gonna fuck my life up.
I get way too hooked on that game. It's really just rolling.
Is it just because it's
All you
so
gotta do-
easy? Is that why you like it?
Because it's so easy, dude.
That's your
I'm
favorite.
just afraid that
You're
that
like,
game
this
is.
game- you
I'm
don't
just
like
afraid
hard
that game's
games.
too easy,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna be addicted
Thomas
to the
just doesn't like a
easiness.
challenge. That's why he plays Dark Souls.
Damn.
Fucking roll around.
Roll around, roll around.
I saw-
Endurance builds.
I saw a video. Yeah, endurance builds all the way. I saw a video of someone at San Diego Comic Con recently or whatever, and he's dressed up like one of the main dudes from Dark Souls.
And just
And
rolls around.
he just rolls around and stabs people. Like he'll immediately walk up and poke someone in the stomach, and then
Just
when they
roll.
look
Yeah,
at him,
I've
he'll
seen
just start
I've seen
rolling.
that. You just
It's so good. Yeah, my best.
was that the same dude that was poking all like the cosplay chicks in the ass?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's pushing the line a little bit.
Yeah.
No,
I saw that and I was like,
Sir.
okay, that's where you're wrong, bud. You don't do that.
Basement dweller.
Sir, I'm trying to make money with my costume.
Wait. If I lose an eye,
With
I'll
my
secretly feed it to
1
Wes
square
Force.
foot of cloth.
Salty, you can see my insides anyways. I'll just come here. I'll spread them out.
What?
He said if I lose an eye, I'll secretly feed it to Wes and Forrest so I can say,
Oh.
see your insides.
That's the dark humor that I like.
That's a clever plan, bud.
I'm gonna send you a picture of my insides later. Just kidding.
Do it.
I have one of those cameras, you know, that you peek around, like for electrical work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it for another reason later. Just gonna ram it right up there and give myself a colonoscopy.
I gotta check if everything's
Salty.
looking good up there.
Get infections. 'cause of
Checking for tumors.
all I found was that rat I lost last month.
Poor little guy. Poor little Lemmy Winks.
Winks.
Yeah. He was in there living that
This
good
stuff
life.
is useful.
Beer?
Oh
Beer
my god,
too.
electric tape.
Yeah.
Electric tape.
And Tom was talking about his box of wonders in his trunk. I was like, why do you have a box of random
I had to move
gibberish?
my room into
And
there,
he's like,
or
well-
my parents would kick me out.
He's like, this stuff might be useful.
So you used to have all this random stuff in your car?
Yeah, I have
There's a little
basically my
chest.
old room with all my knickknacks.
Oh, a chest of like
All right, you gotta leave. And I was
broken
wait,
phones.
What if I put it in my car?
There's like broken phones, string.
There's pieces of glass. I snort shit off of.
He has loose razor blades, a pane of glass.
This is when I snort my Ambien every day.
Gotta get to sleep.
Every day. It's my beer at the end of the day, dude. People have a hard day's work. Beer at the end of the day. I have my pills. And then I lay in my bed.
Remember when we snorted Ambien, allegedly snorted Ambien when we were young lads in like junior high, and you told me that you saw like little shoe people crawling up my
That
face?
was Salvia.
No, that was Ambien. We snorted
No
Ambien.
way.
We snorted like 2 or 3 Ambiens, and we were in your house, in your basement.
I've been doing that for longer than I thought I would.
It may have been like 10th grade, but like it was like the middle of the night, dude.
I
And
thought
we
it was
snorted
like
them, and you were.
last year.
I think you did way more than I did, but you were like saying that you saw like little shoe people, like little shoe like elves, like crawl out, and they like crawled up my body, and they're like taking my face off and making a house out of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember when we smoked weed in my bathroom and you just sit in my bathtub and
With the
play
ukulele, dude.
And I'd
Yeah.
like sit in my shirt and roll around on the ground.
I was in the bathtub just playing the ukulele.
Something said, did it make you racist when you allegedly snorted Ambien?
I've never been racist.
I've never been racist either.
Dingo says every time.
Makes me weird though. Like
Yeah.
I'd say.
I don't
I
remember
mean,
anything.
if you see shoe people,
Makes me a little wonky. Can't drive. I try to drive.
don't drive.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah,
Thomas has
I
never
don't,
drove
but-
before. Every time Hoodie takes a drink, I take a drink. So
He
someone's
says he's
drinking
drinking
with
every time you drink.
It's a race.
So, damn, it's so funny. That's something I was gonna ask, but I fucking forget. I don't know. I've just been taking these like generic ass sleep medicines. Just then I watch a movie and I'm like, ooh, baby.
Antihistamines.
I just like start like my anxiety starts kicking in. I have like these little like knockoff Xanax things, and then I take one of those, but it makes my fucking like head like get really bad withdrawals like feelings. So then like I only take if I like if I'm having like real bad anxiety. But yeah, so sometimes I was taking like and then I'm just laying in bed watching a movie. I feel good.
What are they called? Don't mix them with alcohol.
Alright.
No, I just take them.
Oh yeah.
I rarely take them. I've had like a bottle of them for like a year.
Okay.
But because I don't need this is my anxiety medicine.
Yeah.
I need a plug for weed. Wait, never mind. I can't say that on here, can I?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Dude, if you put allegedly in front of
It's
everything.
Thomas's new song. I need
I
a plug.
allegedly.
Yeah. He's got out this new hit single. I need a
I want
plug.
to drive to Colorado.
I allegedly need a plug.
They're legalizing it everywhere now.
It's about fucking time.
They need to.
Hopefully Utah
I'm sick of
gets
these
it, dude. But
prescription
then have you
pills.
looked into the Utah bill that's
They're
going
kicking
to
they're kicking
going
my
to
ass.
vote?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
kind of fucking retarded, dude.
it's a start though, at least if
It
it
is.
goes through.
But
that's the thing.
But the thing is that sometimes with some of those kind of bills, they put like some weird clause in it
Yeah,
where it's like
yeah.
you can't change this shit for like 20 years.
Right.
That's a fucked up part. but-
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm here with all these goddamn pharmaceuticals
Dude, I saw
just dying
something.
off.
I think
Like
you
they've been
probably
smoking weed. What?
maybe you didn't. Someone on Twitter retweeted something the other day where it was like some fucking Mormon kid apparently was saying like, why
That
are
was
you?
me.
Yeah,
I
he's like,
retweeted that thing.
he's like, why are you hating on the Mormon Church for
Yeah, they're using
addiction problems?
saw
He's
that
like, he's
too.
like, don't blame the Mormon Church for addictions and whatever. And it's like, well, they own like billions of
83
dollars
billions. Yeah.
in pharmaceutical
Yeah.
stocks. I don't think the number was what he said though.
And they oppose.
I don't think it was
medical
because he said
marijuana.
like 32 billion or something. I don't think it's 32 billion. I think they have like 32 billion holdings total,
Right.
but I think it's like 6 or 8 billion pharmaceutical.
Yeah. But yeah.
But still, fucking
lot of
$6 or
money.
$8 billion in
By the
pharmaceutical
church.
stocks, and you can't say that they don't support pharmaceuticals in any way. And then you look at the fact that Utah has
TJ,
like
you gotta
the
get hammered
worst.
again.
Huh?
Davey says you gotta get hammered again.
Oh, shit.
Only says she's only gonna want you to get hammered.
Let me see.
Wait, who says it?
TV.
Oh.
Only watch if DJ gets hammered. Oh God, fuck no! I gotta drive this time, Davey. I'll get a little buzzed. I'm not gonna get hammered.
She
I'll
was-
drive this time.
She was here when our boy Austin Card was fucked up. He's been fucked up a lot, but
He was here?
Yeah, he came over one time and he was like,
I know him too.
he's a super jazz fan, and he was wearing all his jazz stuff, and he was just showing off his nice Jordans and stuff, and then he was like showing off his watch and ring. It was so funny.
You got slapped that night too.
Yeah,
For the views.
and money. Remember?
Oh yeah, for money.
Someone said they would give us $10 if someone would slap him, and I was like,
Your
and
call.
he said okay. So, it was so funny. And then he was singing that song from because his dad passed, and he was singing
Did
the
you
song
tag me,
from
right?
have you seen Deadpool 2, Thomas?
No,
Yeah,
I should
but
though.
there's a song, I don't know if you've heard it. It's
Oh,
like,
there it goes.
"Papa,
Now it shows
can you
me.
hear me?
I just didn't have a thing for.
Papa?"
What?
He's
He's singing that?
He was singing it, yeah.
Fuck. What a
He was-
madman.
And then he was singing about how his dad needs to give him the power to drink more beer. He's, Papa.
Yeah, it was pretty great. It was a good night.
He's like, give me the power of an alcoholic.
He kept
Allegedly,
shit talking.
allegedly doesn't help you that much.
But
Yeah.
It doesn't legally help you. No, I mean, we're not doing legal stuff here. We're doing allegedly for Twitch.
Yeah. I've everything that I've been
Everything we
in trouble for. But that's past the statute of limitations, right?
well, everything that has ever been told on this podcast is not true. We all do it
We just made
this-
up every
this-
story.
every story is made
Let's set
up.
this straight right now. This
My name isn't
podcast
even
is
fucking
completely
Tom.
fiction.
Yeah, his name's not even Thomas.
Everything here is
It's little
completely
Fanny
fiction.
Longbottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Michelle. We're gonna have to do butt stuff sometime, Michelle.
Yeah, he
Can't
did.
keep fucking around.
Oh god, yeah. We just make all this stuff for entertainment purposes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every story.
Mm-hmm. You gotta avoid the... Oh, I got several funny things to tell you.
Okay.
So I got a picture from a viewer, Chaz's sister, Sarah.
Yeah.
If she's watching. Hey. She sent me a picture today, and she's all like, is this Forrest and Chandler?
Is it me and Shannon?
It kind of looks like Chandler in the picture. And I was like, I don't think it's them. And they're like, haha, but what'd she say? I wouldn't put it past him. They did this type of shit. This does, like, I'm not lying. Someone made this into a meme. And that looks a lot like Chandler.
It does, dude. Man, thank you for thinking that was me, because if you thought that was me, I would be buff as fuck. We're buff boy.
Kind of looks like Chandler, the one that's face you can see.
Looks like something you guys do. I can see it from here.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he clipped it. Alright, show the clip.
So what are you gonna call for this podcast? We're at 3 hours now.
Jordan? No, that's Austin Cardian.
You know?
Don't be like me.
That's,
I'm a piece of shit.
Podcast, we're
Look.
at 3 hours now.
Oh, I'm
Fucking
thinking
high on
Carson.
privilege.
No.
He's the one that
Yeah, it's Carson's brother.
once he showed
Yeah,
up,
that's high on
that's when the
privilege.
curtain dropped on me, bud.
Yeah, yeah, he was the one. He was the one when he showed up for DJ too, and then
His fit was
That's when the
legendary.
curtain fucking dropped. It just went. That's when the drapes just dropped, and I went home, and I was still here though.
Dude, Austin's fit was legendary. I would have praised it too.
yeah,
The OG
And then I
Jazz
remember,
jersey.
He's got
remember
a
kind
dope
of
spinning
like
hoodie,
one
too.
one quick raise of the curtains in somebody's car,
yeah.
and then I remember another quick raise of the curtains in like the lobby of my apartment building, And then I woke up and my
That was the
girlfriend was
funniest.
so angry at me.
That was the
She
funniest is because we couldn't get in because all the doors were locked and your little
Yeah.
thing wasn't working.
Yeah, I probably
get
couldn't
in?
figure out how to use my fucking phone.
Yeah, oh, that's what it was. Yeah, you trying to use your phone to unlock the door.
I was probably pressing it. I was supposed to like hold it for a minute.
I will say this: your girlfriend was very polite to us, considering the circumstance.
Yeah, I'm sure. She was way pissed at me the next day.
Yeah, you can imagine because she was being. I could see it in her face. I could see the rage boiling, but she was so nice to Austin and I because, like, I don't know. I was like,
She's a nice person.
I'm surprised she wasn't pissed at us. Like, you what?
I
you
didn't.
get
I was
drunk? I was like,
I'm just gonna stay in the lobby and avoid any awkward situations.
right.
No, she's really nice, but
Yeah.
she wasn't that mad at me. I just had to like sweet talk her for like a couple hours.
Right.
And then-
I just
And
like
everything
how
was good.
when they came out, like, he was showing us his chinchilla.
You kept
Yeah.
trying to get your chinchilla out. And we're like, no, it's okay. It's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, dude, I don't remember that at all.
You have a chinchilla?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend's.
What?
Yeah, his name's Chili.
Chili the chinchilla, I like it. Little chili chinchilla.
Oh, we got one more clip. Forest entrance.
This is when I was behind the.
Hey,
Hey!
the Chili's.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, welcome to Chili's.
He wasn't there. And then a minute later, he was there.
I wanted that to just drop out of the ceiling tiles and then just put on the table. Hey!
How's everyone doing tonight? See, that'd be great if I could, like, somehow
Gotta
manage
get
to
one of those breakaway tables for like what they
Oh,
used in WWE.
Yeah, that would be
Those
way
one-
better on this hard one.
Yeah.
The smashing
Or
tables.
I'll just do it right there. Like, if we have a new guest, like, because there's new ceiling panels in there, and I'm gonna replace one, and I'll just, like, fucking fall out of it with a new guest.
I think it'd be funny if I could somehow manage to get 4 new guests here and say that you weren't here and, like,
Just act like nothing
20 minutes
happened.
in, like, just, like, pretend like we're just podcasting. You just break through and you're like, oh, hey!
You're like, you want to do a Patreon exclusive? And I fucking fall on the ceiling naked with a ball gag and handcuffs.
I start chasing you around. I don't know how we got out. Help me get him.
Oh, fuck! Put him back up there!
That would be really good.
Get the net! Get the net!
Right. Dude, who had a net gun? Someone had a net gun for a while.
Brett made one. That thing hurt like a...
Yeah, not the
What
made
did that-
one. Someone had a real net gun.
The one that Brett made was just a potato cannon with 4...
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
And, like, so one of them would shoot out fast as fuck, so I was riding the dirt bike and he was trying to net me and just... Like, he had foam, like, Nerf footballs, and each one, and then a net tied in the middle, and one of the footballs would just... Wham!
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that hurt so fucking bad.
God, I can't remember who had the real net gun because that thing was the shit.
Damn, I wish I would have seen that. I would have had some blasts with that.
Maybe that was at work. I remember very vividly netting a lot of people with it.
Damn.
And it's way more intense, like, and way more difficult than you would think to actually, like, function when that thing hits you. Because, like, the parts where, like, the edges of all the net are kind of, like, sticky.
Really?
So they get stuck to the ground.
Mm.
So, like,
Yeah, okay.
it's all fucking around you, and then it's, like, sticking on the ground, so you try and take one step, and you just fall. I think it was way cool.
Salty had an even better idea. He said, "Can I come to the podcast, but do that with a noose?" What if I was in like a harness, you know? But we just like made it look like I was on a noose, and then just
Damn.
right. Just, in front of
Just
some-
get all your guests. Just get all your guests. Like Wes just meets all the guests out front. They're
Come
chatting
in.
out front.
And then
you're like,
right
"All
when you guys walk in,
come
just-
on in," or
They're
you're
like,
just hanging. You're
Oh,
just
yeah.
hanging in your
Just ignore him. He's been here a couple days. I haven't had the energy to get him out of here.
and then just halfway through, I like,
I was like,
and then I start jerking it.
content.
yeah. That'd be a lot. No, you just start casually drinking. Oh. Everyone, like, I thought he was dead.
I just randomly.
He does that from time to time.
God, that was a good orgasm.
Glorious.
Look at the guess.
Don't sit there.
Yeah, it does.
Knife it. Fall down. All right, guys. See you next week.
Who was?
What is it? The reload.
Savage is on a whole nother planet most of the time, so kind of just let
I
him.
just keep see every time I look up there, I see reload.
kind of just let Savage do his thing.
God, my little eye. My little contact.
His little contact boy.
Yeah, there's like sun under it, so it just does stuff. And I can't see, and it hurts, but, you know. Let's pretend it's not doing that.
Just give yourself a good old eye gouge. See if it helps. How many knuckles can you fit inside your eyeball?
Maybe I'll just point green lasers in my eye. That's how they get your vision good, right?
Probably.
Laser eye surgery, I'll do it myself.
I got that laser pointer at home. I can bring that over and
I'll just
right
stare.
in your
I'm
eyeball.
like, fix me. I gotta move my contact.
I work with lasers, dude. You could just stand in front of one for a little bit.
Maybe that would fix me up.
See how long you can hold your eyeball under that
Maybe I'd get
high
superpowers.
intensity laser.
I would just start blasting lasers out my eyes. Pull them out, then go get the pedo glasses. Oh, my contacts? My pedo glasses are at home. Well, that would be an option. But then I wouldn't have contacts, and I wouldn't look so cute. And I couldn't go to parks anymore, Salty. This mustache and pedo glasses. I'm like, hey, kids.
How's your day going? You playing on the playground?
You wanna play? I get a sweet little fucking cars. You wanna play with those?
Hey guys, want to play with my RC car?
Hey, dude, I'm gonna take your kid for a little bit. I'll be back.
Show my RC cars.
I got puppies, a whole bunch of them.
You guys like kittens?
My mom's got a new one.
His name is OG Loke. It's true. That cat's gonna be so ginormous.
He's a long boy.
I can't wait in like a year and a half. And you're just
No.
like, this cat got way big, and he's
I
just.
think he's gonna be like Jackie Lake size at least.
I think he's gonna be bigger than Jackie Legs.
I know, poor Jackie Lake.
He's gonna get beat up by 2-year-old energetic OG Loke.
Yeah, my mom got a new kitten, and we're pretty sure he's part Maine Coon, and he's already like that long, if not longer. He's only 4 months old.
He's a big boy.
Maine Coon.
Yeah.
It's just like a breed of cat, and they're super big.
Ginormous animals.
Huh.
I didn't know there was other breeds of cats for a while, and people tell me like, that's a little cat.
Yeah, that's interesting. The people that know all the breeds of cats.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah,
Like this
I
is
just say
This
kitty.
is a striped tabby. Oh.
This is
I just thought that was a cat, a brown cat.
Do a kickflip first. Try on the blank deck. And
I got
on it.
a Thomas's skateboard in the car. I could probably do a kickflip on. I don't have mine in there anymore because my grandparents borrowed my car, so I took my skateboards out. Maybe I could do it on the blank deck. First try.
I believe in you.
I don't know if I could. I don't know. There's not enough grip. I don't know if I can get enough pop on this bad boy. I'll try. I'll give it a whirl.
You gotta choke up really big on the
Yeah, you
that's why
gotta
I
be
tram
like
skate. That's
right
why I
next
tram
to it.
skate.
Yeah,
You
you
gotta
gotta be like right next to
your feet right
your
next to
back
each other.
foot.
Yeah, can you see that?
I'm gonna get fucking hit.
Yeah, just move your shins. We don't know what's about to happen.
Do all three of you skateboard?
Yeah.
I used to.
After
Yeah.
your first try.
I haven't skateboarded in a long time.
Can you see that, Dingo?
Jordan asks me all the time, and I can't because of my leg. I could film. I could roll around and film.
I'll be the judge of if he does
I'm
it
gonna
or
hit the
not.
table. You can
Scoot
kind of
your-
see, right, Dingo?
Have to be first try.
Yeah, let's do that. I still want to hit the table with my ass when I jump real high.
You don't
Your
have to
mic's
donate.
out of the
You
way
don't
now.
have to donate.
Here, look at this.
The
Look at
force
that,
has to skate.
Okay.
Relax it.
too. Oh, yes.
Damn!
A little too
first
slippery,
try.
boy.
Nope.
Oh, there's half though.
Yeah, Dingo, I don't think I can do it. I'll do one more.
The chocolate stout.
Just for myself. Just for my purpose. Okay, this is it. I gotta pop it silk.
What's that?
Fuck. No.
TP poker.
Damn, that was loud.
That was deafening. That was a little deafening right
Especially for the mic. Can't do it, Dingo. I need a real
Rest in peace,
there. Hope
skateboard.
you guys are all deaf now.
Rest in peace, Betty White.
There's no grip on it. No grip, boy.
I still believe in you, though.
Yeah, I could do it on a real one.
I'm proud.
I'll do a fucking backflip onto a kickflip into a 360
I
nose
just shitting there.
stuff.
No, you didn't. Are you fucking serious?
I'm serious.
There's our freshener. What's up, TP Poker?
Yeah, what up, TP? You know that feeling when, like, your dad sees you do something and you kind of fail,
Yeah.
but it's like, that's
Like,
still your
Dad,
son?
keep watching.
That's how I feel right now. I'm like, you know,
He tried his best.
he tried his best.
I embarrassed myself. I haven't skated in ages, guys, okay? Now I have to prove myself with a real one.
That shirt says otherwise.
What?
Grateful
Grateful
Dead.
Dead? It was Kai's. I took a picture of. Hey, thanks for. I think it's a host or what is it? I don't know. I don't know what that noise is.
I don't know what that noise is either. It gave me a fright though.
Oh, Dingo, you didn't need to do that. Thank you though. Appreciate it. My guy.
Yeah, thank you, Dingo.
I'll do a real kickflip here in a minute for you. I'll get Thomas's skate deck.
Just snaps it.
Oof. I'll be like,
Congratulations, Thomas! You're the winner of a new skateboard. Vanish Board Co. Check it out, Jordan Waffle Crisps.
dang.
Thank you, Dingo. Though.
Much appreciated.
I would attempt to kickflip, but I'm fat, overweight, and don't know how to skate. So
Me too.
put that on your next rhymes.
I might be able to if this had grip tape.
Yeah, probably.
Just it's too slippy, boy.
Welcome back.
Or it would just get caught to my foot and go away.
I did lie. What happened to those little?
Back here
Oh,
somewhere.
no way.
What?
I ripped them right off.
What is that?
My pants.
Oh, now you just have a big knee rip.
See what these babies are.
Gracias.
Here, I'll pop them open. You guys, do you have a bottle opener? Or?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I got a new one in the car.
Chocolate
Let me go get that bad boy.
Chocolate.
Well, if it's a here, I'll just pop it open these.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
save these bottle
I'm
openers.
gonna grab that anyways. I already have 3 bottle openers in here somewhere. But...
I'm saving bottle caps. We're gonna make a table out of with bottle caps in it, and then put like a
Are you?
resin over it.
Do you want like?
resin.
Do you want like
Weed
70?
resin.
I have a shitload.
I
already,
was gonna
dude.
say we have like a couple cups full.
Yeah, no, I have a shitload, and they're all like different varieties. And
You say you're making a bottle cap table?
Yeah.
Because I'm willing to make a dono.
That's what I just said. I was like, we got a lot of them.
This is from a couple days.
a little couple days. Well, not if they're bent. Yeah, these
Some of them are bent, some of them are good.
Oh yeah, most of those might actually. Be
I've
good.
thrown most of them
fuck
away,
it, dude.
so.
Yeah, we have a fuck. I kind of wish we would have kept all of them because there'd probably be a lot cool
Yeah,
ones.
dude, I might even, because I have a shitload. I think I have plenty to do, like the table that we're thinking of doing.
See,
Oh,
I
okay.
heart beaver. Which
But,
I got it from.
Tom,
I have to wear my I Heart
Appreciate it.
Beaver hat. I got an I Heart
Oh.
Beaver.
Chocolate stout
Ah, I
now you
ruined it.
done bent it. See,
Wait,
that's
what?
why I knife it.
from DJ, the man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
It's
that.
an organic chocolate stout.
I tried this one thing. It
Here, I'll take all these. Well, now you're ruining it.
it didn't touch it. You
Nah,
can
I
have it
fucked
if you
up.
want it.
I fucked that
Ooh.
cat boy. That's
Ooh.
Ayo, Mr. Green, how you been? my guy?
Hey!
Because some of these, you know, you guys play Fallout.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Mr. Green in a
I
minute.
know, you gotta save
You
those
turn them
caps
into bottle
for
caps.
when the
like-
world ends.
Well, because there's you can print out like Nuka-Cola shit, and you can put them. A bunch of people. I follow
This
a
is
bunch
my
of
pants
pages.
that I just ripped off. Dingo, huh?
A bunch of people have done it already.
Didn't mean to do that, but
I
I ripped my shit off, so I had to put it right in my head.
I had like 150 caps at Chandler's house too. That was from a little bit too. But look, if I drink all bottles, I drink mostly cans. So
Yeah.
I could give you a let's see.
Exactly.
I found the picture of Brock's garage.
Oh, all those paps.
There was a lot.
We
There's a whole lot.
yeah, from Brock got house. Got a lot of them.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
donation.
I'll
man.
have to do one soon. I'll start drinking bottles again.
Right?
But yeah, we're gonna make a little. First,
What's
we're just gonna make a
going-
little end table, and I want to make like a full blown, like big coffee table. At least the
Yeah.
area of that.
That'd be cool.
And my dad's had like a pretty much a full blown wood shop in his garage, so I can make a pretty fucking sweet looking table.
Does he own a lathe?
Doesn't have lathe, that's the only thing. But I worked in a machine shop, so I can.
But
I
Torch,
can
we
lathe
are
some shit
chilling,
real good.
drinking chocolate beer, and it's pretty bomb, actually.
Oh, it's super good, dude. Especially in a glass.
And
This
it's
shit
organic.
is fucking good.
It's good for you.
Right? Were you there that night we went to Bar X and
Oh.
someone got their
Damn.
fucking chocolate beer? It was
What?
the worst thing I ever tried.
Really?
It was like 28% alcohol,
Oh,
but it was a
Dude.
beer. It was so awful.
That'd make me real sick.
I had. It was called like a. Grand Imperial Stout or some shit. I don't know.
Sounds like it's from Skyrim.
No, it was from. It was from. You guys ever been to the Bayou?
The bite.
Downtown?
No.
Isn't that the?
They have like a
the
whole
garage?
beer book. No, it's like downtown, like in the heart of the city.
Like down State Street.
Yeah, like down State Street.
I'm going over.
But yeah, they have like a whole beer book, and I went there for my 21st birthday. I had I'd already had like 4 beers like this, made like between like 5 and 8%, and like pretty big ones. And then they brought me out one that was like 2 pints, and it was like 15-18%.
Oof.
And like I was pretty good till that point, and then I drank that one, and that was my last beer. That was like the 5th one, and I went home, and I literally just fucking blacked out, and I woke up, and it looked like I had just walked backwards to the couch and just went. And just fell over the arm of my couch. My legs were I slept for like 8 hours with my legs hanging over the arm of the couch.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Once again, woke up and my girlfriend was pissed at me.
Damn, that's why I don't get girlfriends. Do you know what doesn't get mad at me? My fucking hand.
Hey, Mr. Meowgie in my hand.
Yeah. I'm like, sorry, little
Hey,
hand.
imaginary girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on, Penelope.
Yeah. Come here, Penelope Cruz. Hey, Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez.
You gonna cheers or what?
Oh yeah, what the
Oh,
fuck?
fuck, dudes. These are gonna foam up hard now. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I drinking up.
It just looks like a little reservoir tip.
Damn, I had a little reservoir tip yesterday.
Thank you, Diego.
Yeah?
No, just on my belly button. I remember drinking malt liquor. Damn.
We're just gonna pretend like. Alright, I got you.
My old English 800, baby. They put in like fucking plastic ass and Nesquik bottles now. I hate it.
Super 800 or what are
Old
they
English
called?
800.
Yeah, I seen that when I was at the liquor store.
Yeah,
dude.
I wanted the fucking glass bottle so I could be like, what's up? But now I have to do it in fucking this Nesquik ass plastic bottle of 40s and drink
Yeah.
this. It's real good and it's got a lot of alcohol, so I just drink those and get real fucked up. 2 of them, good.
Right?
But you
I
know,
don't drink a lot of beer. I drink
drink
a lot of.
strictly beer.
I drink home.
Yeah, I drink pretty much
Drink a lot
strictly
of
beer.
teas.
And occasionally, some sarsaparilla whiskey.
On the occasion.
I try not
Well,
to.
I mean, it is occasional, but sometimes it's just too much on that occasion.
Sometimes.
Oh, you want to try something? I found the picture of when that Richard kid brought that shit. That alcohol?
Oh, yeah. Which one was it? Oh, the Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
Richard Dean Whitaker.
Yeah.
That is
Richard
indeed
Whitaker.
the fellow.
Yeah, he came on.
He
Too.
came on this show.
He's been on a couple times.
He
The
used,
car kid.
he used to
What?
hang out
The
with
car
him
kid?
too.
The car kid?
Yeah,
Is he a car kid?
he was a car kid in high school.
He's in.
He was a kind of.
He's
a
in
car
the
kid.
military.
Yeah.
Hey!
Turned into a military kid.
Hey, thanks for the bits, my guy.
Yeah, boy.
Mr. Salty.
So it's Old Camp Peach
Yeah.
Pecan Whiskey.
Yep.
That shit was pretty tasty.
That sounds pretty good.
It was really
You
good.
guys
like
seen
ice cream.
G-Eazy's
That'd be a
whiskey?
good ice cream.
Stillhouse. It
Oh,
comes in,
Gerald.
It looks like lighter fluid bottles.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that his real name? Is Gerald?
Yeah.
Gerald.
Damn, that sucks.
Gerald. Except for Jeezy.
Except for he was banging Halsey, dude. So
And he is
True.
6'4".
Yeah, that kind of pisses me off because I was like, I get it. He's a good looking dude, and I saw he was 6'4", and I was like, rip. Damn.
Ah, son of a bitch, Gerald! Fuck you, we know you mean it, you dick. And he got in trouble for doing whole lots of cocaine.
Yeah, he likes to do a
fucking
lot of
what
drugs.
was it? Netherlands or
a lot of
Denmark
blow.
or something? Was it
We-
Denmark? Where he got busted? What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I was like, we did nothing. We did a whole lot of wrestling back
Yeah,
in the
we
day.
used to wrestle a lot.
So much
Yeah.
wrestling that, like, we could have wrestled up the whole country of Peru.
Thank you for the bits, Dingo.
Wrestled the whole country.
Okay, and when we're done streaming, remind me to ask you a question in regards to that.
To just barely's? About wrestling?
Yeah, about wrestling.
Okay.
Because I was listening to something and I learned something that I didn't know happened, and I want to know what the opinion is.
On a different... okay, no, okay.
Wait,
Whoa!
Yo, Dingo, thanks for the... Oh, gifted!
You gifted Go Eagles a sub?
I'm gonna give you a little kiss on the head. I do gotta pee, though.
Dingo, you're in Washington State, right? If I remember right. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right.
this stuff is good.
Yeah, it's good beer, huh?
Yeah.
Tastes like chocolate milk, dude.
Yeah. It does.
Get it. Thank you for the gifted sub, Dingo. And Go Eagles. You get my face as an emo.
We need to have nice sex. Down.
Nice sex.
I'm down. I'm serious. Have sex with me, please.
Help. Oh, look at that. The good old face subs. Skirt. Are you pulling up in...
What's that other one?
I don't know.
That alien smoking weed.
Is that what it
No,
is?
the other...
The bottom one?
Yeah,
It's a Mexican guy.
it's just some Mexican guy.
Pretty much.
Alright.
If I can do this upside down, I can see what it says.
Damn. I went to the Salt Lake Cemetery last night, and, like, security guy was cruising about the place. Me and Thomas used to get so fucked up there and just...
Yeah, we used to drink beer, play with Ouija boards, and just fuck around.
Yeah, and then...
Oh, is that your emo Go Eagles?
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen that. I like that a lot.
We need to do my second emote, the me face, for tier 2.
I got it on my phone.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram, too. It's in the emails, right?
I have no idea.
Because we need the 3 sizes.
Type your name like I say it.
Goggles.
Right, the Go-Goals.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. This is our new intro song.
Yeah.
Bum, bum. Topshelfers podcast. Bum, bum.
I'm just gonna let you go for as long as you wanted.
No, you should actually do that as the intro song.
Yeah.
Now. I think you should commit.
I was feeling it. I was like, yeah, keep it going.
There's every day that's
I
what
like
pops
that.
up.
No, dude, some improv shit like that is great.
It's
like-
I like improv. Improv's funny.
Dude, that's what I like about
all right, name a restaurant.
Welcome to Chili's.
Hooters!
I love when they do that. It never goes with what they're trying to improv, like
Right.
that thing, and then like I remember, was it Daniel Tosh? I think it was up at Joel, and they went to one of them, and Daniel Tosh was it Tosh? I don't know. They went to a comedian one time, and the guy just kept saying, "What do you do for fun?" And Joel just kept yelling, "Masturbate, masturbate!" And then he just pointed. Joel was with Aaron, his brother, and he's like, Joel had a broken collarbone at the time, so his arm was in a sling and stuff. He's like, "What, does your buddy have to jerk you off for you because your arm's in a sling now?" It's like, damn. We kept yelling stuff at the. And remember, the guys, a couple of the guys from Wise Guys came to the overnight party. Did you go to the overnight party? The graduation party at Woods Cross?
Oh, yeah.
And then the guys from Wise Guys came, we were doing improv stuff.
Yeah.
We just kept saying, porn! They're like, what else do we got here? Masturbate! And then they're like, anyone else? And then they pulled Ryan up, and they're like, what's your job? Because his family owns a gardening place around. He's like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm a dirt salesman. And they're like, oh god, we pulled up the worst person. And then he's like, where do you work? And he said the place, and he's like, okay, who's your competitor? And he just named some other gardening place. He's like, they're the worst. So this guy had to make up this story about gardening.
Whoa.
That'd be so funny. We should have him on because I don't know him well,
God, he's so fucking.
So
funny.
it'd be good for me to get to know
And
him.
he could tell you about the church.
And he could tell me about the church.
Who?
Our friend Ryan, he's like crazy. Oh, he's like super LDS, you know, like he's full in. He's not like annoying about it.
No.
Like he would come to parties with us and stuff.
Yeah,
And,
it's like my little brother.
And like he wasn't annoying about it. He would like make jokes, like converting jokes, but you know, like he was so fucking funny too. And like he hung out with Colton Lemon for a while.
Yeah.
So like everyone thought that he would like he hung out with all those guys.
He's probably like Golden.
And yeah, so everyone thought he was kind of a stoner.
Yeah.
And then he wasn't. He just turned out to be the most LDS kid ever.
Hey,
Yeah.
Diego.
You like
Yeah,
that?
See you right there.
Oh,
Is that Diego? Diego, I want to kiss you on that little mouth of yours.
wait, what am I reading? Something?
You're reading the lyrics to fucking Toto. By
Oh god damn! Yep, I should have read down a little further. I was about to read this out loud, like you were telling us a story. I was about to read the fucking lyrics to Toto. God, Salty,
You're kind of epic.
there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do to stop Salty Frank.
Hey, Diego. I like you.
Let's read the first line.
Okay. Oh, where'd it go? I hear the shelves echoing tonight, but
Oh,
they only hear whispers of some quiet conversation coming in. Ooh,
I see what he did there.
the shelves. It's where the top shelves. I'm about to chug this.
The
Tom.
top
Blew-
shelf
blew
is
my mind.
echoing.
It's
this
tough to
liquor store?
chug. Yeah.
This ain't a chugging beer.
So it's higher liquor or alcohol, right?
It's only 5%, I think.
I could sip this for like an hour.
I could snort it for 800 hours.
It just tastes like chocolate milk to me. It's just fucking great.
True.
I don't remember I saw 5%. Maybe it's higher.
Slash give it.
Can I come with your nose?
No,
Play
it just
PUBG with
flashed
me
up
when I
into
log
us.
on, eh? Play PUBG with me a lot when I log on, would ya?
Yeah, would ya?
They play a lot of Fortnite, and Diego's
Fortnite?
probably the worst at it ever.
Goddamn Fortnite.
What do you play that for?
Do you know what's really annoying about Diego? He's always doing the goddamn dances, and then like I'm like, God, Diego, and then
Yeah, it's 5%.
shit.
Oh, I have to tell you. So there was
Fuck night.
fights.
That's right. Fuck night.
There was free UFC fights this
Good
last
for life.
Saturday,
Yeah.
and Jose Aldo fought, and he fought
Was
Jeremy Stevens,
Uh,
and it was a good fight, but Jose Aldo ended him with a body punch, which doesn't happen often. Like he punched him right in the liver, and
Oh,
immediately you just see that like Jeremy Stevens just goes, oh, like and fucking covers his face and falls on the ground, and
Yeah, they feel it, dude.
yeah, the ref ended up calling it or whatever, and Jose Aldo started doing the fucking Fortnite loser dance.
oh, it's like the.
I was like,
Idiot.
I looked at my dad and he's all like, what is he doing? And I'm like, Forrest always says this is why kids need to get bullied more.
Yeah. This is a cringe dance.
Right?
Dude, the goddamn Fortnite dances are fucking...
Jose
They make
Aldo,
me
dude.
sick. That's why
Oh,
Diego makes
yeah.
me sick.
Dude, I see them all the time. I'm just like...
He just like.
Just want... I wish I could, like, just reach through the TV and just slap people.
Right. Hey, Diego, you have to come, I'm so sorry.
Dude, one of my old MMA instructor ended a match with a back kick, and he kicked the guy right in like the heart or something.
I got
He had like a heart flutter and
Was the
broke
guy-
like
what was
four of
that
his
guy's
ribs.
name? Pi or no?
Moses.
Moses.
Moses Song, dude.
Moses.
Yeah, he's like this tiny Asian dude that used to kick my ass every day. And I'd be
Crazy.
like, oh. But yeah, tiny guy, like 120 pounds probably.
Yeah,
was like-
no, I see Moses. Moses.
Wait,
is a
where-
fucking
what
crazy
gym?
fucker.
World class
Yeah,
martial
World
arts,
class. It was down on...
right underneath the freeway.
Oh,
By
right
Hatch
on
Park.
the other side. Yeah, by Hatch Park. On that same road that Hatch Park is on.
yeah.
You just go under that overpass, and then it's like right over there. There's like it's like a Smith's meadery or Smith's
Right.
meat cutting butcher,
Yeah, I got
something like that.
like a reverse kick right to the liver, and I thought I was dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And it wasn't even by someone who knew what they were really doing. Like they kind of knew what they were doing, so I could only imagine if that,
That could
landed.
be worse though, dude. Is
Yeah.
people that don't really know what they're doing.
Like you don't
'Cause
really expect like
The
getting hit.
pain.
You don't flex up, you know. And if you get like a straight shot right to one of your like vital organs, dude, it hurts so bad.
It
I
literally.
was thrown up for like
I thought for like after the initial pain, like of like me thinking I was dying, it literally felt like he put like a fucking knife on the back of his heel or something like that and like stabbed me.
Yeah,
It
it
was-
Little
Yeah.
secret agent knives.
Right? He clicked
Secret agent, man.
he clicked his heels together and a little knife popped out.
Damn. He's like,
What's this
like
clip
getting choked out
that we
hurts.
have?
Doesn't. It's probably the least
Dr. Disrespect.
painful
I don't
knockout.
know if you can show it.
Santiago.
Oh, that's a
Santiago.
good clip.
I do spar with him all the
Yeah, he
time.
plays a song though.
Yeah.
Santi, like
Yeah,
Santiago
yeah.
Perez. Yeah, axe kicked me right in the top of my head one time,
Oh, he,
right in the gap where there was no padding in my helmet.
that
Because
was
we'd fight with helmets because we were sparring and
Yeah.
knocked me the
fucking
fuck out.
sucks.
Like I was
Am I allowed to play that, Dingo? You know the
Thump.
best.
I locked up. I was like,
K-pop dance.
I never actually got
Yeah.
to meet Santiago. I always did want to though, because I heard he's a
He was
cool
a nice
kid.
kid.
He's a
yeah,
good
he's
dude.
chill. He's
Yeah.
chill.
Santi's a good
Dated
dude.
my
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend, but I forgave him. She's gay now. She broke up with both of us. She's gay.
She's
Hey,
gay
look.
now?
Yeah.
Damn,
No.
that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, it's his clip, so we can watch
Oh,
it.
okay.
Good, because it's. Yeah, I think I've seen something like this.
Damn. Damn, that guy's got the moves.
Yeah, he does.
Fuck is this jacket he's wearing?
So,
Jesus Christ. I've heard about him.
yeah,
Everybody
Character.
talks about him.
he's a huge character.
That's my problem.
It looks even more awkward because that guy's 6'7" in real life.
God. What?
Yeah. I found that out. Someone was like, I didn't realize
That's a
Dr.
good three
Disrespect
heads.
was so tall.
Oh, me, man.
He
I
was
like,
a.
fuck, alright,
Did
guy.
you see him talking to one of the other streamers about something? I
Uh,
can't remember what it was. Which other streamer was it? It was one of the other ones, and they were at one of the competitions together, and he was just sitting down a few, and he was just, Dr. Disrespect was just roasting him. He's like, yeah, I'm not, oh, they're talking about playing basketball.
Oh.
He's like, you can never, he's like, and then Dr. Disrespect is like, you know, he's like, cause he's like, I play a lot of basketball. And he's like, people, you know, he's usually see a dude 6'7", they think just tall, lurpy guy with no athletic ability. He's like, I got lucky where, you know, he's like, I'm tall and I have like natural athletic ability.
Yeah.
So he's like, I just destroy these poor
He
people.
was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play video games.
Yeah.
he's been grinding forever though. I got some mad respect for that guy a little bit because he created that character and has been doing that like gig of a character for like
Yeah.
since like 2005.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's just a character he does.
Yeah, and now
13 years?
it finally has started paying off in the past like 4 or 5 years, like big.
Yeah, I've heard some of those guys, dude, make like
A lot.
tons and
A lot.
tons of cash every day.
Yeah, one guy. I don't know how, like, they never can talk about their finances or whatever, but one dude has like 41,000 subs that I watch, and if we make half a sub, so if he's making half that, he's making, you know,
2 times like 81,
yeah,
like probably like 100,000.
yeah, a month.
Yeah.
Hey, shout outs to all those guys who need to come watch us.
1.2 mil a year?
Yeah, just in subs.
Fucking just playing goddamn
And that's
video
not
games.
including any donations they get, any sponsorships they get, any outside events
I
they
might quit my
do.
job that I don't have yet.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying, dude.
I'm gonna do this.
Because some of them are just goddamn stupid.
It just depends
Yeah.
on what you want to do, because if
and
you're
like
willing
YouTube
to...
pages, dude. Like I'll pull up like just like some walkthrough on like a boss or something
Yeah.
for X game, and
That's the
it's
thing.
got fucking millions of views.
Right.
But the guy is goddamn worthless.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they're doing, like, these, like, over-the-top things because that's what kids... Like, kids are probably their
Most of the
main
revenue.
watchers.
yeah.
So, like, they do this absurd shit where it's like, I would do it if I was getting these views, but I don't want to
like
sell
no,
out
it's just
for
like
it, but-
it hurts my brain to listen to some of these things. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy, blah 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 blah.
Do you
And,
remember though, when you, do you remember when you were a kid though, like those movies that you would just watch on repeat? Like
I didn't
for me,
watch
like
movies
Happy
on-
Gilmore. I watched Happy Gilmore.
I guess
like,
the only
twice a
movie I
week.
watched a shitload was Simpsons movie.
Right.
Simpsons movie was fucking hilarious.
See, but everyone has their thing. But now instead of movies, like
But I
for
don't-
our generation or like cartoons, It's YouTube videos. Last time I was up and watched it, my cousin watched the same YouTube video when I was there for a week, probably like 35 times.
So, you know, if every kid's doing that.
So if like, if you got a bunch of kids watching the same video like 35 times a week and just dying of laughter every single time that they watch it.
I guess, dude, I watched. Have you ever seen Leo and Satan?
Yeah, dude. I watched.
Dinglehawk, Land Before Time 4. Yeah, good call. Happy Gilmore was funny.
Diego said the guy in the gray shirt looks like the guy that baptized me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you know he also baptizes people on the
That's what he
side?
does in his part-time.
Yeah.
I baptized on the
Baptized your
side.
mom. Tell her to come over.
Baptized your mom with this nice white shower, buddy.
Damn, when I, because I used to...
Take the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
Take the Holy Spirit.
just blow that Holy Spirit. But I used to have to do church stuff when I was like a little kid, because my mom made me, and I went to do baptisms for the dead one time, and you have to wear all white, but then like you have to wear like even this special white underwear and stuff, but they gave me some that were way too big because I was a small kid, so I was like, oh, my dick's coming out tonight, so I'm doing baptisms for the dead and all white.
So did you get baptized in place of the dead? Is that
Yeah.
what you did? Okay.
They
Yeah,
just
so that's what
tell you names.
I
They're
did that
like,
one
Yeah,
time.
no, that's
give me
how
your
I
little
understand
Caesar
it.
Peninsula.
My cousins would do that all the fucking time, and they're like, yeah,
Uh-oh.
doing baptisms for the
The
dead.
Westgasm? Let's see what the
Uh-oh.
Westgasm.
I did that one time.
Oh.
Oh, is that J-Life?
Trains you on Jesus.
Oh no!
Trains you on Jesus.
What were we talking about?
Oh my god.
I don't know, but Jordan's wearing 2 hats.
He's a squirter.
Yeah.
Trains you on Jesus.
Can we make that our fucking like something for like a host or whatever?
Just someone follows us and then they just hear.
I haven't watched that clip before, I don't think.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Damn. You caught me. I don't even remember what we were talking about.
You seen the video of that guy that's diving into the baptism tank at some mega church? No, but that sounds amazing. I want to
Can
buy
you
a church.
find a link?
I want to buy a church just so I can have that giant bathtub.
Right?
Right.
Maybe that's my next prank video. I'm gonna break in the church and swim in there. I'll be like, ha, gotcha, pranked you.
Right?
So you can get away with anything these days if you say it was a
done that.
prank.
Yeah. Those are social
We used to break
experiments.
into the churches all the time. We
Yeah.
should have broke into the
You should have went for a
baptism
dip.
place. I never thought of that.
You come
We
out.
go in there and like just find like random extra
could-
suit coats.
Get it really hot.
I have like 2 extra suit coats that I stole from a church.
Yeah.
You can get it real hot and then you can just have a hot tub party.
Right?
Never mind.
I'll find it when I'm not in the kitchen. Damn, are you a woman, Salty?
Oh.
Boom! Ba-ba!
Oof.
Do you know
Get
how
a
to make
woman in
holy
there,
water?
bud.
You boil the hell out of it, Salty. Is that what you're gonna say? I think I'm on to salty jokes these days. I have to think about them all day just to prep.
Salty jokes.
Well, 7 months, I feel like we've
Salty-
got the salty humor down a little.
He's got real good dad jokes, and I've just prepped myself to get them.
You gotta be ready for them.
Hey, thanks for the bits.
Hey.
What is that?
They're like tip basically, and each one a bit is a penny. So.
Oh, cool.
One little
Oh.
pin boy.
They're each a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So yeah, it's like little tips. You can watch ads to get them, or you can buy them. But it's like
Give you my little tip.
Hey.
Patreon exclusive coming out
Dude.
soon.
That should be somebody's rapper name, Lil Tip.
Little tip.
dude. I put the little tip in her.
Give her a little tip.
I gotta pee.
I took a spit take with my
I
water
like,
on the
I like
kitchen.
how he took his beer to go pee.
Right?
Tom's gonna be doing this number.
Yeah,
Throwing pennies at streamers. That's the way to do
Damn.
it.
it's what's called making it hail.
Right? Ballers make it rain.
God damn it!
Make it
First,
hail.
I took a spit. Well, a sip of my water in the kitchen. It was okay on my nose.
Threw up the water and drank it after. Ah, gotcha, bitch.
Tried me, son. Not today. Never gonna get me against Salty Frank.
Unless you forget about a Henway.
Did anything notable happen after like Austin got here last time?
Not anything notable.
I'm just curious because I don't remember a goddamn thing, dude.
You're just getting rowdy.
He
and
showed up. All I remember was he brought like some beers, and then pretty much like after he sat down, maybe like a couple sentences, and then just
yeah. It wasn't anything eventful. It was just kind of like it wouldn't be fun to rewatch.
Just like just belligerent drunkenness.
Yeah, like it wasn't anything like over the top, but it was just like constant. Like someone would type back, you'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, fuck off, shut the fuck up." So
I wasn't
funny,
an
but-
asshole though, was I?
No.
I'm usually a fun drunk.
The only
I
thing
don't
that
know what happens when I get fucking like totally just going. I don't know.
the only thing that was funny is you stood up and immediately bashed your head on the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a little
That's
wobbly.
good.
Yeah, you're a little wobbly.
Great.
That's the struggle of drinking and sitting down, though, because like sometimes
Well.
you stand up and you're like, "Oh, there
Well, did you
it
guys
is."
ever have that thing where you
got
like
legs.
stood up too quick?
Oh yeah.
I'd pass out and drop on the floor all the time, too. One time, I did it in front of my dad. I just like stood up, and I always tried to beat it, dude. I always tried to just keep like powering through it.
I did
and
that.
I was walking, and my dad had one of those like gates because he has dogs.
Yeah.
He had one of those gates, and I guess I like just ate shit when I was trying to open the gate. And he's like, "Are you on drugs, son?" He thought I was on fucking drugs because I stood up.
I tried to power through one time too, and I allegedly was on drugs as well, and I passed out.
I thought he got out of it.
This is what Austin. This is one of the times.
Dude, that's what we need right now. We need Tavy here to bring your vape.
It's so funny because my first stream I was playing.
That's
That's when he was too drunk.
I don't know if there's any clips of you here, because the clips didn't get deleted with the video. Clips
Well, 'cause
always
I know-
stay.
Is it your brother?
I know until we got to that point, I had like a really long run-on story that I felt like was pretty good.
I think
Yeah.
they still have it somewhere. Do we still have it?
The video?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might be on my computer.
Yeah, we would just have to edit it if we.
I know the first until he got here, I had like I
Yeah.
remember I had like a really long run-on story where I like went on like 12 different tangents throughout the story, but then I brought it all back around.
Yes, I
Damn.
remember that.
We need a fucking euphoric here doing some Westgasm and me doing the intro to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our boys is he's a producer from Australia.
Now it looks like I dribbled my PJs. Great.
Sorry, I've never bought bits. It's you don't have to
Don't
be
buy
sorry.
bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, bits are expensive because what is it? I can't give bits my own channel, but I can see prices. So yeah, you're paying 40 extra cents for
$1 to
$1.
us.
yeah. It's
So
understandable.
$7 gets us $5. So I mean, I don't really. I appreciate people who want to buy bits and give them out because you can give out as many as you want. So I guess that's probably the
Yeah,
pro of it. But
I was gonna say because I give out a bunch of bits and I try to at least when we're not streaming.
yeah,
I like to give back to other streamers.
yeah, we got.
We've got some good boys like you guys that are helping us out, so I like to give back too.
And we got lots of great clips on here. I forgot about.
Yeah, we can watch some of my clips. You guys can.
Oh, here's one.
Dude, that's more than 1 second. That's like almost a minute.
There it is.
That's like a minute delay.
Well, ours is more delayed than everyone else's on this screen.
Yeah. Alright,
That's why
so
it's streaming
look at
it.
that. That's alright. If you make a
It's all
face
high
of this
kids,
shit right here.
I see. I don't know why this was clipped. I don't know who clipped it. I think that was pre.
That was pre-blackout.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know, dude, because I swear to God, when Austin came, I don't remember anything after that. Like, I remember him showing up and maybe, like
Ooh,
a little bit of conversing between
Damn.
each other. What?
that's crazy. Just from like our first or second podcast.
I had really ridiculous hair, and it was just us next to a little table.
Touch that. I was like, what? She's like,
It looks whole
"Strangers, you know
different.
how to do it." I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean I know how to do it? You see, you tell it.
Let's see.
And you're saying, ooh, damn.
Was I speaking
thought it was like
Taiwanese? Oh god. Let's see. I could probably pull up over here. Probably won't show super well for you guys, but
one sip or something, bud?
Pretty much.
Jesus.
I'm a slow drinker, man.
Well, if you don't like it, you can say so and I'll drink it.
Okay, you can have it. It's not that I don't like it.
No,
I
I'm
just
just
thought I won't
kidding.
drink it.
You won't drink it
Not all of it tonight.
oh, I was looking up
tonight?
Twitch on
You're gonna
Twitch.
just finish it later?
Yeah, I'm not really much of a drinker.
Oh,
I wasn't gonna say no though, because that's rude.
dude.
See what I am though. One hell of a drinker.
Right, so if I don't end up drinking it, I'll just give it to Forrest.
That's a story of my life, and I love it. People like drink this, and I go,
Well, here.
oh no.
I'm just gonna add a little bit to mine.
Yeah.
So I'm almost done.
It's a lot. It's a lot, honestly. For the non-beer drinker, it's
I mean,
a lot
like,
of beer.
yeah.
A lot of mouth.
Wesley's just
Oh, there's
smart, unlike me. I fucking-
Twitch doesn't allow you.
I pick
You
up
have to be
beers. And,
partnered before you can get more.
I like poppy seeds.
I do
like
that.
poppy seeds.
You have to be average at 75 viewers a night to get part.
Officially giving permission for my face to be in oil. Hey, there you go.
And here it is, right here.
damn, just get
What
permission
is this?
Salty Frank is quick.
What is
Permission
this?
for I don't know. It was something clip.
What, it was
You gave permission to do
Is that my
something.
voice?
You have to be.
It's
It's-
just high pitch.
it's high
For
pitch.
some reason, some of the clips they go high pitched, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
your guess.
no way, dude, that's my fucking voice. No.
Oh, there's the
Yeah,
slap.
first night of affiliates.
What?
Oh, that's when I got.
Oh.
Is that when I turned?
Tim slapped him.
It's our first night of affiliates.
Affiliates.
It will come to the night.
Damn, why do I look high?
Are you?
Did I fall asleep?
No, you're open. You're just a little squinty boy.
Your eyes just fall asleep with your eyes
Oh,
open.
this is probably when he was freestyle.
Oh yeah.
Aaron can freestyle?
I
Yeah.
crossed the threshold, you went to bed, and I get some head. I'm doing on my shake, I went in fret, but I lost the.
Dude, I went to Boy Scouts with that kid.
He's
Yeah.
He's cool, dude.
I like Aaron. He's really
He make
funny.
music, man.
He's a funny little guy.
He might be cool now.
Yeah. He's cool now. I promise.
Their SoundCloud's got a lot of views on
You
it.
know,
too.
I know that. No, they're mad respect, but
Okay, I can watch some clips over here. I think that's fine. I can pull them up over here.
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Make
if
a
it's
clip
gonna
of
work.
that, salt.
Ugh, it's just got bites.
Dingo. At the end, dude.
At the end, it's
That's why it's better in a cup.
So
'Cause you
I'm
can-
just gonna kind of put these in the background,
You can
guys,
shake
so
up that
you
last
can kind
little-
of see them later. But I'm just gonna play some clips. Our popular. I'm gonna play a couple popular ones real quick.
This is starting out Pumpkin Jambalaya.
Yep.
The classic. The cult classic clip of this channel.
Pumpkin Jumbo.
Wait, so those clips that you showed me of
Top
our
Gun, one thing
podcast, are
is
those
I'm not
on
pregnant.
like any way for the eye could view them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on
If you
Twitch.
just go to our clips,
Oh,
you can
what?
see them. This is our most. Is this our most popular one?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, there's no.
Why is it going through?
My wife.
I don't know. It's not going through. It should.
I only smoke dabs at parties, though.
Shit.
What?
So what I have an idea. Watch. We'll do this. Boom.
I'm gonna go watch The Kiss 465 times. So it's the
Are we
most
offline?
popular.
No, we're still
No,
on.
we're not offline.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to.
I might take off.
You gonna hit out?
What? I gotta go.
What?
I'm hungry.
Go to
I'll be back
Maverick,
soon.
get a snack.
I'm
Come
I'm
back.
broke.
Dude, I got you a cookie right here.
Oh man.
You want a protein cookie?
I have to drink the tea.
You have to drink more of that shit?
Yeah.
You just had some an hour ago.
Yeah, it's wearing off.
God damn it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna play both of them at the same time. So
Did you
guys
both
can-
drive or did you?
No, we both drove.
So like,
I'm okay tonight, I promise.
No, you're good. Play.
What?
No, I'm just saying you're good to go whenever. You don't have to stay.
Oh, okay. I mean, like,
You have to, dude.
I'm not drunk. So.
No, yeah, I understand.
You have to stay.
Thanks for hosting. Though. What?
You have to stay.
What?
You can watch this clip though, real quick.
Good old
Wait,
classic.
go- Do that again.
I breathed it in. I almost drowned on that shit. I went and then breathed
Ew,
in.
what was that?
Southern Comfort. I don't know, some sort of booze, and I was just chugging it. I was like, delicious, and then I like, uh-oh. Live on the air.
Who's that?
That's fucking
What people have you had on the show already?
pumpkin jambalaya.
Oh, asshole, man. Who fucking clipped that colored pumpkin joke? Let's go.
Pumpkin jambalaya.
Oh, it's playing back through somewhere.
Who fucking clipped that?
Oh no, we're on a loop. Infinite loop here.
What the fuck is going on, dude? I can't take it.
This is when I was doing the straight arm challenge. Hold on. I gotta pull up on this one.
The straight edge challenge
Straight edge challenge.
for the show. Can't drink beers the whole night. That'd be such a bummer.
Okay, I'll play it so you guys can see it in the background. And
Wait, so about there.
I was
Is that
doing
Manny?
yeah, I was doing straight arm with beer.
Going all the way. That's gonna move my eyes.
Got a deep voice like that.
How you put those things?
I just poured beer right into my eyes.
Is that goose beer, dude?
I used to love that fucking Jordan's.
Is that an IPA?
I don't
It's
know
Goose
what it was, but
IPA.
it was in my fucking eyes.
Let's see. It looks like goose
That's like an IPA. Yep.
Pretty sure it's goose IPA, dude.
Directly in your eyeball.
Well, I took
Hard
it.
to drink IPAs.
Well,
Some
it's
Goose
also
IPA
hard to
right
pour
to
it
the
in your
eyeball.
mouth, and it got in my eyes.
That's some strong.
You were
teas.
the only one who did beer, though.
They're good with pizza. IPAs are delicious. with
Dude,
pizza.
fucking pizza sounds great right now.
I'm a pizza boy.
Little
Pie
pass.
hole.
Pizza.
I
Damn,
don't
it
think
is.
there's gonna be anything open.
Pie hole.
Pass.
Yeah, piles.
Question marks clipped by Nick
Pie hole's the
Jordan.
best.
Okay, I'll pull
Open
it
till
up.
3.
I don't know what that
I'm not
means.
doing
Boink. What's this one?
The EV part of
Some sort of ghost activity.
Ghost Hunter N2. That's what it's called.
Doesn't the restroom get haunted the most? Kinda.
Maybe. I don't know. I just turned all the lights off to go to the restroom.
Do you have that thing?
What, the Ouija board?
Is that you?
It's right there. Isabel. That's wait. I not when I went. Everything just fell over when I was standing there. Watch. Look at me. Right when I went to set my phone down, a bunch of stuff behind me fell. But my feet were planted.
Kinda.
Maybe. I don't know. I just turned all the lights off to go to the restroom.
Is that you?
Isabel.
Let's watch.
Let's watch. But it said fucking Isabel, so I guarantee Isabel did that.
You guys did when Wes did something with his arm.
Isabel.
You were both something with my arm. Ooh.
I don't know. I don't remember. Isabel.
Dude, we gotta come on the show more often.
Huh?
It's fun. Man, our camera looks so much better these days too.
Right.
You should clip my
And I can just do this.
Xbox Live clips. You gotta sample those.
Oh yeah, Tom. Hey,
I have the best
Thanks for
one.
the dono. I don't know what you donoed, but it sounded like a dono.
It sounded like someone screaming.
Thomas has the fucking best Xbox clips. Like,
Follow me on Xbox. Add me as a friend.
Hey!
thanks for the dollar.
Thank you for the
Shout
dollar,
out.
go eat.
Here's a little kiss. But yeah, there's one of one of my favorite one of Thomas's. He was playing Battlefield 1, and he went to run over a fucking horse, and the horse just got stuck for a second, and then just goes, "Foo!"
You show me that one then.
It goes.
I'm trying to think what Savage is talking about though.
Yeah, Savage. Do
You
you know?
guys did when Wes did something with his arm.
Do you know the clip? If you can pull up the clip, I don't remember it.
I don't remember doing anything overly funny with my arm. Though.
Is there a clip of it, Savage?
Did I, like?
I don't know. There's a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, there is.
There's been 130 of these boils,
A
so
lot of game streams.
and yeah, that's just podcasts. We don't even do a game streaming now, so
Oh, you have the clip? All right.
I'm gonna start streaming my
yeah,
games.
link that shit, son. Yeah, dude, do it, Thomas. Challenge
I've
been
been
China
playing.
White
about
Boy.
streaming my games too.
Challenge
well.
been
I
playing
game all
Witcher
the
3,
fucking
so I was
time,
like,
dude.
stream that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I game all the time.
Might as well stream.
That's my main fucking
Why not
hobby.
try? And the nice thing about Xbox is it like you can't like unless you have a whatever the eye thing is, the Kinect. You can stream to Twitch right from the Xbox. You just can't have a face cam, but you know if you're just playing your game, saying funny shit or something.
Yeah.
Then why not?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, definitely link some of the old Photoshops.
Shag some
I'll
old Photoshops that's doing
definitely.
I gotta go, guys.
Yeah, you can go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Bye, guys. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for
coming.
having me.
Take it
Yeah.
easy, Thomas.
Give me some food, Tom.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Come to my house. Yeah, so casserole will be at.
Later, dude.
Dude, I want some
These guys.
casserole.
Talk to you soon.
All right, later. Yeah, we'll plan another day for you to come back.
I'm down.
All right, night, dude. Oh wait, let me grab you your skateboard real quick. It's just in my car, so I'll come out with you.
One little boardy boy.
Dude, I gotta pee, so I'm gonna leave you alone.
Oh,
Bye, sorry.
one lonely boy. Hello, chat. I wish I could see you better. See you later, gray hoodie boy. Yep, he's out. It's just me. Now I'm lonely. Should I just sing Adele to myself? Hello from the otter slide. Oh, here's a clip.
Damn. Ghost communications. Everything needs updates.
Shout outs to that background. LDS
Did
Temple.
you guys just make a thumping noise on the mic? We did not.
Was there?
Someone clip the last 25 seconds, please.
Let us know, yeah. Unless it was me hitting my phone like that, but I didn't hit it that hard, I don't think.
Yeah, if you guys were listening,
Damn.
Is that the right clip? Because that's not really that funny. Say something cool. Happiness has just arrived. Yeah, it sure has. Oh boy, not the immigrant.
Okay. That one's gold. Oh shit! Did the mics go out?
What? Oh, the mics go out.
Oh no, my volume was down.
Oh,
It's just the USB port over here. If I wiggle a little bit, sometimes it
I
shorts.
gotcha.
but-
Alright, dude, new drinking game. Everybody has to take a shot when I go pee. That's like what, number 4?
Damn, that would be a good one. Like viewers, that'd be a good one for me too. I pee a lot too, especially back in the day. Now I can have like 4 or 5 before, but there was like a while there I would drink half a beer and then have to pee.
I forgot that one was a thing.
They would take clips from our podcast and Photoshop them, and they were gold.
That's not the right clip. I forgot to clip it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Savage, did it have something to do with the Ouija board, or was it something completely relevant?
Yeah, give us the deets, son.
I don't remember anything that I've done with my arm. And this is the one, the HBO show. Oh, yeah. Damn, Salty, we need to get all these so I can put them up on...
I think I have a bunch of them saved. I
Yeah.
saved as many as I could.
Post those bad puppies on some places.
Right? What time are we at?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Not the time for you to get a fucking watch. Oh.
Check me out, watching. No, 37. We can go like. You guys want to go 2 hours?
2 hours works for me.
Does that work with you? Go for another 23 minutes. Perfect. Okay.
Another half hour. Another half hour for you, boy.
Should I have the camera up there, or should I move it closer?
Yeah, might as well just keep it where it's at. It's already there.
Yeah. It's already there, boy.
Dang, that person whose thing is highlighted says top 1% Fortnite.
Oh shit.
Can I say doubt?
That one? Oh.
Yeah. The clip had nothing to do with the Ouija board.
Oh,
God
okay.
damn, was it me doing the water thing?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I spilt it all over myself. Oh, was it me doing I just like gargled the water and spilt it all over myself and looked at Forrest until he looked at me.
Yeah, well, I just heard it, so I thought like I wasn't watching. I think I was doing something else. I was typing something on the computer or something, and I could just hear Wes going grrr, like because he was just like splashing all the water all over himself, and I thought he was just gargling it. And I looked over, and there's just fucking water. Because I think there's a clip. I just
There's a clip of that one.
I was like, Wes, are you a fish or something? And then I look, and there's just water all over.
Did you just get bored and want to pour water all over yourself?
Sometimes you just gotta throw curveballs. Every once in a while, you just gotta do something weird. Those are the clips I have.
There's your ASMR, guys. Beer jug in the mic.
Classic ASMR. We need to do an ASMR stream just to fuck with all the...
Wait, I'll do some right
What
now.
is ASMR?
It's usually women who are attractive and have their chest out, and then they have their microphone on super high sensitivity, so they go and they'll talk on like each side, so it's like their voice going through
I'll
each
do it
ear.
right now. Watch.
Hey everybody, this is the ASMR from
That's kind of what they do, and then they get like weird shit. Like I saw one girl's clip where she was rubbing two chips together.
How's that sound?
They just get shit and they'll just put it super high sensitivity. So yeah,
But headphones on, it switches headphones, whichever side of the mic I talk in.
yeah.
So when I'm like,
Little cum butts in your right ear. Little cum butts in your left ear.
I think we would have a good successful ASMR stream with the two of us doing it, breathing deeply.
right? But yeah,
Oh god.
I'm just gonna chug beer though, and then throw up. Just chugging beer and puking.
Try to do it as quiet as possible.
I'm making snap memes. Do it.
Snap memes.
Little snappy memes.
I've got some ideas for video. Damn, I turned down my sensitivity.
Oh damn! He changed all of our faces on that one.
What one? Oh, you sent it.
Gotta get that.
What'd you send, boy? Here.
I only saw that for a second.
Yeah. Alright, ready?
Oh god.
Gold,
Gold.
dude.
High quality.
Yeah, I love it. I think my mic's up too high now. Yeah, there we go.
No such thing.
It's so weird seeing the old Joe Rogan ones, because they're just on a couch, and then
Yeah.
Joe Rogan just has a separate camera just for him.
Yeah.
So
I don't watch them. I've always just listened. I've watched
Yeah.
like maybe.
I'll put them on
portion of one.
YouTube and then like put it in my pocket. So like sometimes like pull it out, see what's going on. But then yeah, I just listen to them too. That's how all podcasts I listen to.
Yeah.
Unless I'm real bored. Yeah, I don't. Never mind. I just listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really.
Because there's not
watched
really
them.
anything interesting like to watch. You know.
Yeah.
Because like I think at least for us when we're streaming it, we like to fuck around and like do silly shit. So it's good for visual as well.
Yeah, I
but-
feel like because I listen to your guys's, I haven't really watched any of them. I
Yeah.
just listened, but I feel like I kind of miss out on
Some of the
Some
stuff.
bit of the
Some of it
magic.
you do.
Yeah.
a little bit,
But
of the magic.
I guess that's one thing too. Like you kind of forget. Like at least I forget when we're doing this. Like you
Like
know.
some people
it's
just listen.
Yeah.
most of our views come later.
Yeah.
Because like mostly what we're focused on, like while we're doing like right now is like
Twitch.
like doing it live, and then we just post them later. But it's like
A lot of our views come
later.
Yeah.
So
YouTube, and now we're on Spotify. Big dick energy. Whoop, whoop.
What? You're on Spotify?
They approved us. We're on Spotify now.
Oh shit!
yeah, we had to get it. That's the first one. Like they were like only approving certain people, and I was like, might as well
How
try.
many how many do you have up?
On Spotify, everything that's been out, I think.
No, I haven't caught up yet. My aunt has my charger, so I've been uploading. We're up to 108, I think.
On Spotify?
Yeah, because I'd like to see
Yeah.
you on Spotify. Spotify's like
Yeah, I'll
really-
catch up. I'm gonna catch him up to him. What's Thursday? Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
I'll do it
Spotify.
tomorrow.
I mean, Spotify's like one of the number one apps I use.
Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Wes can. No, Wes is caught up. I just need to catch up for. I think, what we're. Some of the stuff we're gonna do. That's so much disappointment. Like every Monday, we're gonna like post whatever the week's podcasts. So every Monday we'll have 1 to 3 podcast upload.
Yeah.
So
So that way it's.
Oh fuck yeah!
a little easier because when we get behind, it's sticky.
Yeah, it's just the beer.
Yeah,
Just,
it's kind of a.
Nah, I just put my phone in it because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
kind
if
of
we
a
get too
sticky
far
beer.
behind, and then it's just like.
It's a lot of.
And then most of our stuff's current stuff, and like we're just like, oh shit. So when we're posting stuff a month later, but we'll get good. It's mostly my fault right now. 'Cause I
It's
haven't
not,
uploaded.
it's not anybody's fault.
No, I just need to catch up. I've just been real lazy boy.
Same.
We'll get good soon.
We'll get good soon.
We'll play Dark Souls and get good.
Get good. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be caught up soon, and then it'll be so much easier for us because then we can just like Sunday nights just like dun, 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 upload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll be caught up soon. Yeah, we have 108 or 107 on iTunes and Spotify. So
Yeah, I just seen Spotify. It was like 108.
so
Good
Oh, I
old
remember.
Spotty boys.
It's fucking cool, dude. I mean,
We really want to buy the ad thing too.
There's like some
You look into
Spotify. My
that.
brother sent me the link for it. Like it, I don't know how much it costs. Let me look. Cause there's a Spotify ad you can get, and it like one of them goes out to every Spotify user. So like that's a lot of fucking like, you know, people seeing your shit.
They
like,
say within 2 hours you can potentially reach 96 million people.
yeah.
Jesus.
Do you
like,
guys even want to?
That's almost worth like a
doing
lot of
this?
money spending. So, do
What
you
do you
guys
mean?
even want to be doing this? What do you mean? Do we even want to be doing this?
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing it.
Of
if we
course
didn't.
they do. They've got through 130 of them.
Do you want to? Do you want to know what I want to do the most, my guy? Damn, I almost got all of it.
You ever wonder what it's like to deep throat me? That's about it.
Jesus Christ.
For those listening later on, I just picked up a bottle with my mouth and then just started drinking it. Kind of hurts your teeth a little bit.
For those listening.
That was a small dick joke that I made because there's not a whole lot of bottle there.
It's about like
But,
2
yeah.
inches.
Have you seen the chick that puts? You know, she was doing the same thing, but with like what are those little mini wine glasses? They put a different kind of drink in. I don't know, but then she went to champagne glass. Yeah, you know, it's like a smaller wine
Oh,
glass.
yeah.
She put her mouth around it and picked it up, and then it broke in her mouth.
Oh shit!
And then it just spits, and you just hear like she's like spitting out broken glass.
Ugh. Cool animals doing.
That sounds like a terrible mistake, dude.
Damn, man, so much clips. Thanks, guys. What's this one?
I like the title. Cool animals doing tricks at the circus.
Damn, I almost got all of it.
This is gonna be our new donation sound.
What?
Oh, Lord. Is that what this one is doing?
Do the most, my guy?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate the clips.
Love it. Oh, I cooked it too. If you guys want to be real dolls, go circulate that around the internet real quick for us.
Real quick.
Put that on Reddit.
I'll finish the rest of it real quick.
Why did you have to?
You ruined it.
I was looking right at you. I made eye contact when you went all the way down that.
You deep throat it first.
Damn.
It was about to go right down the gullet. Try that again.
Oh.
Oh no.
I can't do it.
I know, it's hard. I don't want to watch, but I have to watch. Oh man. You got good technique, just make sure you cut the balls a little.
Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta.
Alright, I got this.
Are you sure?
I don't got that.
Why is there a wind up? I didn't know there was a wind up to sucking. Whew. Oh yeah, baby.
That one came out my nose.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Whew.
I cried a little bit on that one.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, Dirty Forest at its finest. A little sip list.
Did you just have a stroke?
There's some beer in the bottle.
A little flip lift.
I can't fucking breathe.
Jesus,
I'm
good.
getting
Make a clip of that one right there.
I'm getting texts from people I don't know.
Man, it is hot as fuck in this room right now. I turned the AC on too, and I'm just sweating my little nuts off. Alright, let's see these clips. Oh, that beer came right out my nose.
Real quick.
Why did you have to?
Just Wesley's face, like, while watching it.
Finish the rest of it real quick. Finish the rest of it real quick.
Oh, damn.
Now, and there we go. This is the one. Oh, it's just quick. Hey, did you get me cup in the balls?
You always gotta clip the balls.
Oh shit. Well, everyone listening, I was drinking beer with it real far down my throat, and he gave it a whirl too.
Yeah, it did not work out for me at all. That was a little sensual right there.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Me too, and I'm glad it did.
I got a wet weenie. If that would happen more often, I'd be much happier. Instead, some people just like to pretend you go unsatisfied and jerk yourself off.
You dribbled your PJs. Sorry, bud.
Sorry, I
not
hit the
what I wanna
mic a
hear.
bunch there too, guys. Sorry.
Whew.
Anyways,
At what age do you think people are mentally over the hill usually?
What does over the hill mean?
how about this?
Like,
Is that what you mean?
elaborate. Come on accident.
Yeah, can you explain over the hill? Like, what do
Let's
you...
watch Come on Accident.
Go Eagles! You summed up my life in one clip. I'm like, ooh, this usually doesn't happen.
I love it.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
And that's how she goes, bud.
That's
my
how the
brother would
cookie
say.
crumbles. And that's the way the news goes.
Right? That's the way the news goes. I think I was audibly laughing loud enough to wake people up.
Yeah.
That's good news, Salty.
See, what happened was, I tried to use my teeth on the back side of the little beer tab to pick it up. But unfortunately for me, apparently Pabst doesn't make structure on their cans.
They've just been awarded the most...
The beer may be
Ribbon
quality.
for a reason, bud.
Yeah, maybe the beer. But unfortunately for me, the can isn't the most awarded can of all time. Maybe if they'd stop slacking and using some
Sorry, bud.
unrecyclable steel.
So if people's brains stop growing early 20s, does that mean they peak mental age is really
Well,
young?
I wouldn't say that people's brains stop growing. I just know, like, you know, your brain is...
I mean,
It's still developing to what you're going to be as an adult, like, hormone-wise.
that's like if it takes 20 years to make a hard drive, it doesn't mean that hard drive is fucking full after that 20 years.
Well, in the frontal cortex, I think it is, or the frontal lobe stops, like, maturing at 25. At least for everyone, I guess. That's, like, the age. I think that there is an age where people just stop wanting to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know if that is a unique age for everybody or a generic age that, like, most people just like, fuck it, I've been here long enough, I'm
one
tired.
thing is, it gets to a point where you can be content.
Right.
There, especially now, you can get to a point where you're just nice, where you can just be totally content with everything that you got going on, and then you just live your life at that baseline.
Right. Do you think
for the
that's
rest of the
good,
time.
though?
That's not good. Definitely.
I think that's a big negative because
Yeah.
that's why we have so many people. I think that's why there's so much hate between.
That's why there's 50-year-old graveyard freight throwers at Smith's or whatever.
Right. I think there's a big hatred between the ages because, 50-year-old Joe hates 25-year-old Joe because Joe knows more than 50-year-old, or 25-year-old Joe knows more than 50-year-old Joe.
Exactly.
Because Joe didn't want to keep up on the advances that's
And
going
then
on.
can be a big issue for young people because then they get. I mean, I experienced it a lot, especially when I worked for Smith's. Is that even people that were just 5, 8, whatever, however many years, as low as 5 years older than me, they would hate me simply because I was in the same position they are at 18 and they're 27 doing the same job and I'm committed.
Well, and people also hate. It's the J drama.
Oh, coming to rescue the show. Looks like we gotta extend it now.
Yeah, I guess so.
We can game after.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, we don't have any gaming
You
set
know
up.
who I am. Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I just stalk everyone. Come on. That's what I do.
No, I remember you, bud.
I think people too get when they get like that 27 age when they're at a job they hate. They
As usual.
they hate the young kids who are hungry for that
yeah.
like
No, dude, I
movement.
fucking
Yeah.
dealt with that all the time.
That's why-
So I had a manager.
Alright, I'm like in and out. You guys want to hear this song I made? And then I want to hear
Let's
what
do
you
it.
got for me, and then I'm out.
Okay,
Because
good.
I'm like
Whoa.
super tired.
Okay, yeah.
What's up, people?
Whoa. You're
What's
just
up, bro?
in and
How
out.
you been? I'm like Flash,
Come here, little pup.
but a lot slower.
Yeah, let's hear your song real
Do you
quick.
have a half
Okay.
brown eye? Two
I
half
recorded
brown
it
eyes.
at
I know, they're cool, huh?
Oh,
I-
I have a Siberian Husky and he has one eye that's just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pup
I
Patrol.
almost went with
Partial heterochromia.
his brother was like that.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He's a cutie.
Come here! Are you afraid
He's
of
a
me?
looker. He's a shitfoot.
Come here.
Shithead too. though.
Is he?
Yeah. But it's a cute.
Why are you afraid?
I can't ever really be mad at him.
Come
You
here.
know? Alright. So
He said, while you're looking that up,
please.
he says, "What do you think the average 25-year-old operates closer to their peak level than the average 35-year-old?" My guess is most people peak intellectually before they're 30. I think so too, because most people want to do all their learning before they're 30.
I mean, I've heard your brain fully develops when you're 25. Is that
Right?
true?
Yeah.
Well, but like I said, I mean, a hard drive can be finished being created, and if it takes 25 years to make a hard drive, that doesn't necessarily mean the hard drive is full.
Nico, come here.
It's an interesting comparison.
I think it's
Analogy.
tough. I think it's got to be
Yeah,
based off
I like it.
each individual person, though.
I mean,
because
so one thing that I know for sure is that I can't take in any more fucking names. So I used to be good at, meeting Joe, whatever the fuck, and remembering his fucking name. I
Sure,
remember,
dude.
that's Joe,
Joe
whatever the
Schmo.
fuck.
Joe Schmo,
But-
classic.
Now, like, I can fucking have somebody introduce themselves to me, like, 4 times until I actually go, okay, I need to remember this person's name.
right. One, it could partially be to the fact too that like I think
Care.
people just I think there's like a lack of care too when you get to a certain point of comfortability, like oh, I don't need to learn anymore. So I think that's why I think it's an individual thing. I don't think it's just a specific age, because I know guys who are 50, 55 who are just as hungry as they are when they were 25
Oh yeah, for
for information and evolving.
and working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To remember people's names, you have to dump out something else from
Right.
your hard drive.
Yeah,
so to
exactly.
speak.
That's why I feel like.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just not
That's
worth
not
it.
a
You know,
splash on
you
there.
prioritize what's most important to you.
Right.
Of course, yeah.
Alright, guys, we're gonna play Jordan's song real quick.
I made a song, everyone. I'm a fucking rapper or something. I don't know. I have a husky. Life's
God,
pretty
he's a
good.
fucking entrepreneur.
I
Vanished
respect women.
Porto.
I don't do drugs. I don't have money, so I think I knocked out like the 3 things people rap about most. So I think I'm different.
Alright, here it is.
Johnny Hands is on this. He's the owner of Lumberjack Tracks, the studio. He came up with like the concept of this song. He did the chorus, one of the verses.
Been working all night,
Not a dollar in the account. Stressing all areas. Dark thoughts in my head and it only gets scarier. A nuisance with a nuisance, I'm tingling. At the edge, and I feel like a king. Look down, feel weak, no muscle. At the bottom, life's a struggle.
Life's a struggle, yeah, really tough. And I could go on so long as it's all love. Really though, when push comes to shove, just hand me the mic and I'll dust it off. Yeah, I must go on, must go on. Made a million mistakes, but I dust them off. Made a million friends and I don't trust them all. Either way, I break bread for all. Made my ends grow tall. Swear I made a million, but I spend it all. Positive movement, wanna friend you all. Starve now, and in the end you ball. Live my life, no more ball and chain like alcohol. Sometimes I feel like I'm about to fall. That's why I need loyal friends to take the call. When I break bread, let's go take them all. A few real friends, but I'ma take them all. Make another million, I'ma break them off. Break them off, break them off.
That was weird.
You want one?
He never does that. I'm good. Thanks, though.
Oh, because I was staring at him.
He's just a nervous boy.
He is.
He's a real cute guy, though.
He's a cute, nervous boy.
You huffing at me now?
Why though?
He's adding background music.
I don't want to feature my house, dude.
He can address that afterwards. Jordan, what Salty said.
Uncultured swine.
Ninja kick. Wait, I can pronounce that. I came back. You know that I bounced back. That's personal to me. Word that like 45. I saw that young lion run into the game fearless. Yeah, ready to die. That's how I feel. Give it all for your passion. What do you believe in? What are your dreams and what are you achieving? It might sound cheesy, but if you go forward, then you already know. You gotta go do it like show to show, like back to back, like road to road, like rap to rap, like whoa.
So that's a song.
Nice, dude.
I dig
Thanks,
it.
man.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It still needs to be mixed and mastered,
I like it.
and we made it in 2 hours.
Oh,
So
I haven't heard that version of Jordan rapping before.
that's the Jordan with a written verse, and then freestyles over and over again until we pick the best one. And then, you know, one of the best instrumentals I've heard, and then,
Yeah.
you know, a great artist to feature on it. So
I did like the...
it's still young, but
Yeah, it's dope, dude.
all in all, I like the message
I'm a
and,
proud-
the vibe of it.
I'm like
so
a
far.
proud father. But
Thanks,
before
Dad.
you go, I want you to tell me about Alaska real quick.
Okay.
Yes,
Bears. Bears.
Come here.
Fishies. Wild. Almost died.
Oh, you did?
Ow.
Not really.
Oh.
Man, I was too scared to almost die. I'm not that cool.
You were too scared to die.
Yeah. Well, alright, so there was this night, I was like running through the streets at night, and there's forests everywhere, and trees
I was
everywhere,
like, come here.
and wildlife everywhere. And I just imagined, it was a full moon, I just imagined like a bear coming out and just like mauling me alive. Because there's stories like that,
Yeah.
especially when people are out by themselves doing something dumb. And I was out by myself running, I got lost, and I felt like a bear was about to maul me, and I was gonna die. So that was the closest, but it was all in all amazing, beautiful. Go. For me, go. Do it for me, go. All right.
Yeah, come here.
Okay. I've said my piece.
Yeah, dude.
It was interesting talking to you, gentlemen, about brain development, and then showing you a song.
Yeah,
I
dude.
made.
Thanks for like, you guys heard it first here on this show. So
It's
give
on.
everyone, don't forget to go vanishboardco.com. Check it out.
That's the one.
Right here.
Much love, DJ.
Yeah.
up?
Good night, dude.
Forrest, Wes, take care, boys.
All right,
Love you.
good night.
Take care.
Thanks for stopping by. Later, dude.
So Mr. Matthew says, isn't it scary to think that every day the max capacity in your brain gets smaller and you have to forget more and more things to make room for the new? I think that is sad because how many times, like, how many good memories did I have in my brain that I've forgotten from memories that I had to, like, know, like, knowledge-wise?
Yeah.
Like something that I had to learn
Thanks,
because of a
Salty.
job or school, and I kicked out, like, an old memory of, like, something cool, and I just can't remember it.
Well, I think that's with the internet. Do you think that that's going to be different? Do you think that people are going to remember more important things to them because they can not have to remember how to use
I think that was the root.
use whatever mathematic table the fucking
Well, I think that cameras, that was the root of it, was to take a picture of a moment.
I think it was for porn.
I don't know what came first. Both of them probably close. But I think like the first idea of a camera was to take pictures of like moments in time that were important. And then when it became something that everyone could have, you know, and then integrate it with social media, I think at the root of it, the idea was to take pictures of these moments so you don't forget them.
Kodak
Now-
moment, baby.
Yeah,
Remember
Kodak-
those commercials?
Kodak
All for
Black.
disposable cameras.
Yeah.
They wear Kodak Blacks.
Yeah. But now I think social media is just, you know, a whole different monster. I do
Yeah.
think that someday we will be able to, I don't know the science behind it, maybe have some sort of chip that on our brain that we can take out easily and put it into a computer and save everything that we just saw. I think that could be something in our future to help. So I want to be 85 and remember shit like this vividly,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Sorry, just salty doing salty stuff. He said, because you don't remember that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
I always remember that. You have to
Yeah,
remember that.
fuck, dude. Who doesn't remember that?
I appreciate you commenting,
Chick
but
don't know what neat.
wow,
Yes,
you
no.
went 100% racist. Jesus Christ.
That's what I said.
You must have had some Ambien.
Yeah.
Or does that only make you
Oh,
fucking-
so thanks, Dingo.
Damn.
I don't feel bad anymore, you son of a bitch.
What did he say?
Hello?
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Yeez.
How's it
Yeah,
going?
You better
Ease,
know. Ease 98.
East 98? Did I say it right?
Ease. Yes, you did.
Damn. I see what you did there.
I was gonna say a joke, but I forgot about, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Cells make proteins or something.
But do you think there is like an actual maximum capacity of your brain?
For sure.
I don't know. Yeah, I found it. I know, I forget a lot of things. Like,
Yeah, but do you think that's just like
I
those
think-
things
well-
just kind of don't matter, so they don't really,
Well,
or you
some-
don't? Maybe you have to like maintain your
I mean-
memory of certain
Yeah.
things.
so
But
there's
what
like,
if you in your everyday life you
damn, the
maintain
roast weekend.
certain
A lot.
memories? How many hamburger do you
Oh,
eat?
I almost
dude?
got racist
I
there.
eat a lot of fucking hamburgers.
I eat all the
I
hamburgers.
got defensive.
I
dude.
ate like
Got
I've eaten
racist
like
almost.
4 hamburgers in the last 24 hours. Honest to God.
I think with remembering in the brain, I think it's something that is practiced. You can strengthen.
Yeah.
And I think that goes with people who just become dormant with learning new things, that their brain just becomes weak.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think there's outliers on both sides. I think there's outliers
Yeah.
of people who just have
it
the
seems
gift.
like there are people that just have an endless memory.
Yeah,
they can
exactly.
they can just soak up endless
Rayman.
information,
Like
and it's just
Rayman.
like how do you
That's
have
the
how do you have that
fucking-
much
well,
fucking information?
Autism.
Yeah.
That's not like
Yeah.
I'm not being a
no,
dick. Like
no,
No, it is,
That's
yeah.
I honestly think that's an advancement. I think autism
Well-
is you can't. It's partially an
Well,
advancement.
the thing with like most like cases of like autism and stuff, like most of like they're just like complete like they have like super talented in like instruments or memory, probably mostly
Memory.
both. But usually like just their one problem is usually social
social,
interactions. So
they
like
don't know the social normalities.
so like they'll say things that are inappropriate without realizing, or they'll just hide.
they don't know how to
inside.
interact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I've always wondered if that was like as predominant of an issue before technology was so
Yeah, definitely.
so involved.
Autism, or
Yeah, autism.
I think that came with just
I don't know what
Because
causes.
it seems
I
like
don't know enough about it.
because of us having so much information accessible, that things like that are bound to happen. To where you can absorb all that information without.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if computers caused autism. I'm not positive.
I'm not
I just,
saying that computers cause autism.
I kind of get where you're going.
I just mean that it may have become because we gradually
I see where you're coming from. I'm just joking.
We gradually had more information accessible to us.
I don't know. I don't know what
we
causes.
had written language, and then we had libraries.
Well, I think there's always been autism and like retardation since the dawn of humans. But I think that shut the fuck up. I think
it's become.
I think that social anxiety and social awkwardness and not being able to interact with other humans is at an all-time high due to technology.
I think
yes.
But do you think that those come hand in hand, being socially awkward and also being
that's what I'm saying.
Super intelligent in other ways?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think people are like we've talked about before, like awkward or no anxiety. Anxiety and depression have become such a fucking mainstream ass, like, everyone's like, oh, anxiety, depression. And it's like always people that have, like, everyone gets anxious. Everyone gets depressed.
Exactly.
But just because you get depressed every once in a while does not mean you have depression.
Yeah.
Well,
you have
just because
no
a doctor
idea.
fucking said, hey, you have
He's
depression
trying to make
and
money
anxiety.
too.
Yeah, that motherfucker's trying to make some
and
money.
I think it's kind of fucked up because the people that are actually going through serious problems are getting like people like, oh, okay.
It's
just
becoming
because
minimized.
everyone like all these other assholes are depressed, so
it's
people
becoming
forget
minimized
what
because fucking what's his name over here thinks that he has
some other
anxiety
white
and
woman.
depression just because he can't get a goddamn girlfriend.
Right, because he can't go on a date or get laid.
And then they fucking go out and shoot up a school or some shit just because they don't know how to interact with people.
Yeah,
I also
wild.
I think the social anxiety thing too is like, I don't know if we've really had it here on the podcast yet, but I've had it with like people I've met. Is like you can talk to them over text or over Facebook or whatever it is, and they are fucking phenomenal to talk to. You know, that seems like they're an endless pool, and you get in front of them, and it's like talking to a fucking dead fish.
Yeah, that's how I had. Yeah, I had social anxiety.
Yeah,
for a while.
Yeah. No,
my
I've
problem
kinda
was
gotten
just
that way.
groups.
My first few relationships, it was like, you know, over text and whatever. It was a lot of conversation, in-depth shit. But then when it was face to face, it was barely any communication.
No.
When I like realized, like, you know, because this is like I took medication for a while for it, but when I realized that like I was having like I was like, oh, this might be a problem. Like I was going to college for a little bit, and then like my ex-girlfriend, like if I would go to her family events, I would like have panic attacks, and like everyone's like, you okay? I'm just like, you're just gonna meet my family. I was like, you've met them before. I was like, it was just like dumb stuff. I was like, I don't know why. Like I know these people, and I'm just like freaking the fuck out.
See, I've always wondered, and I don't know why it took so long for me to ask you this. Is it a comfortability thing, you think? Because like, I mean, we've hung out, for years, like since fucking kindergarten. Like, I've never seen you in that position before.
Yeah, it's definitely a comfort. It's like I don't know. It's dumb stuff like that. It's always random. Like I don't know what. Like now I can control it now.
Right.
But like back then, like I didn't know what was gonna set it off. Cause like I could go to a party one night, you know, tons of people, and like not even because of alcohol, I was fine. I was just like maybe the right people around. But then like, you know, or at random times, like there was one night when like I don't know if you went when everyone went to the bar that one night. James, Brady was there.
Yeah, I went that night.
Yeah, that night, like, I was having, like, I kept under wraps. I was like, I can't go out tonight just because I was having a panic attack. And just random stuff would set it off, like...
Right.
Set and setting, dude, is
like,
a lot of it.
It was random times. I didn't know when it was going to happen, or... And I would just, like, like, panic attack, and, like, people were like, you're so shy. It's like, no, I'm fucking dying. Like, you don't know what, like... What the problem with anxiety is, like, so you think of the worst possible situation that could happen. Like, let's say, you know, if I, like, a lot of times, you know, if I was at a bar and my friend's like, go talk to this girl, and it's not like, I'm afraid, like, now I'll fucking do it, because I can control the shit out of it, but, like, back then, like, I would just think in my head, like, you know, even the most minor rejection, like, what if this happens? And I would just, like, think about it over and over and over and over. And then I'll be like, okay, guys, I'm not. But now, you know, everyone talks about medication. We talk about it too. It's like, I would say don't do it unless you have to. But if you do.
Yeah, unless it's absolutely like you've
medication,
you've
it does
tried
help.
you've tried all the other options.
Right.
You've tried every non-medicating route you can. Don't do medication.
But
because they're gonna push it. Like I went to the doctor one time just because I fucking was going through like a tough fucking time. Like I was fucking struggling with bills. It was my first time being out completely on my own. I was paying my own health insurance, everything. Fucking bills were stacking up. Yeah, everything was packing on me in like the course of a year. Yeah. And I went through like a serious breakup, started another relationship, had problems there, everything. And it all stacked up, and I went to the doctor, and I'm like I get sick, like I can't function some days, and they wanted to put me on fucking Zoloft.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And like I knew what Zoloft was, but like they hid it under a generic name, and they're like here's
sons of bitches.
They're like here's this fucking poopadababajimidabin,
right,
and whatever the fuck it's called, and I go and if I wasn't the type of person that would have said what are they trying to give me here, then I would have started taking that. And I have known people who have taken Zoloft and they have become like suicidal because of Zoloft.
Big time.
And they have had, like, when they come off of Zoloft, they have fucking serious issues.
Yeah.
And I just fucking, like, I filled that prescription, and then I saw what it was, like what everything was, and I researched it, and I'm like, this is fucking Zoloft. And I flushed that shit down the toilet. I'm not taking a single pill of this shit.
My dad, because my dad is one people, like, anxiety hit, like, and my dad and brother, like, I'm not trying to help them or anything, but like they're like, they're almost proof, like, that anxiety, like, my dad, like, had to be like homeschooled for a bit, like, he would like throw up, like, anxiety was so bad, like, certain situations he would throw up, and like, but they put him on a medication. I can't remember what it was for. It was depression or anxiety, but he was on a medication, and then, like, because, you know, like, most of the time you have to go on several ones before you find the right one for you. And the one that doctor had put him on, she's like, nah, this isn't working, so let's put, it was a girl that I put later. But yeah, so they put him on a different medication, and the one he was on before, without telling him priorhand, the withdrawals on it are worse than heroin withdrawals. Yeah. So my dad was like dying for like a couple of days. Like he'll talk about it now. He's like, that was the worst. Like, probably, I don't know. Like,
it doesn't seem like they really.
I don't know,
like
shit. Suicidal. What it is? Just like the worst. He said that was the worst thing that he's ever felt in his entire life, and it's like, it sucks, you know. It's like, because, you know, once now he's on the right medication, he's good, but like finding it, and then I don't know.
Well, and I think doctors, and I don't want to put all doctors under the same scope because I'm sure, no pun intended there. I think a lot of them are lazy.
Yeah.
Because I went in and I got pills for, you know, some stuff that was going on in my life, and they just basically said, "Here's what it's going to do. Here you go, buy."
Yep. Dude, you spent fucking 5 minutes with a doctor. So, $300. Here you go. Here's $300. I spent 5 minutes with you. You may have had me write some shit down on a paper while you were out of the office.
Right.
Give me your nurse for another 5 minutes, and that was it.
So I was so desperate for something to be fixed that I just went for it. I didn't really research a whole lot. Which is my bad. I understand that now. So while I was on this medication, I allegedly smoked a little reefer, and never beforehand have I ever had any problems with weed. Never. You know, I don't abuse it either. I know people say you can, but you can.
Yeah, you can.
Like, I'm not a daily user or anything like that. I smoked some with a friend or whatever. It fucked my whole world up. Like, I remember I maybe smoked a bowl and a half, if that, like, shared with someone. And I remember, like, 5 minutes later, I was, like, in my bed, like, curled up, shaking and sweating. And then, like, I went upstairs and I started puking everywhere. And, like, I started having, like, really bad, like, suicidal thoughts. And, like, just all this for, like, 3 hours.
You were on the same one as I was, weren't you?
Yeah.
Citalopram?
I think so.
It's Lexa.
Yeah.
Citalopram, that's what we're talking about. I was on it, too. And the same. I think that's what started my whole. Jesus says don't smoke weed, so you shouldn't smoke weed, guys. Just so you know. But no, but like I I don't care if people smoke. I just can't. I can't do it. And I think that's what started my whole thing, because like he said, it
If you had to go through that once,
Yeah.
100% understandable.
but my
Yeah.
problem with that was it turned me into a sociopath like no fucking other. Like, I did not give a fuck. Like,
Not
I
a
would be at
single.
parties and like I'd be threatened and like I'd be like, I'll fucking kill you. Like,
yeah,
and no, but like stuff like that, like I wasn't afraid. I didn't like
yeah.
sociopath, like anything sociopathic. And then the number one problem was I was drinking. I was like, drinking like I was drinking though. But anyways, and it says on the bottle, which is hilarious because I never looked at the fucking bottle. It says, "Do not drink while on this medication." Like, it doesn't say like, "Oh, don't have a couple beers." It says, "Never drink." So I was blacking out every night because I was on this medicine.
Right.
And like I'd wake up I wasn't drinking like I did now. I would drink on the weekends, but like I would wake up heavy drinking because of my medication, and like I'd messaged everyone like,
Yeah.
no caring, like, "What's up, girl? What are you doing?" Like, no, like fucked up stuff too. And I would be like there's probably people that watch this like, he's a weird fucking dude, just because I would send these goddamn messages. But I don't know. And then I got off it. The withdrawals were fucking hell.
Awful.
And but it worked. I'm good now. I know how to manage my anxiety. Like, I am a rare breed when it comes to managing my own shit. I just like, if I start feeling, "You're being a bitch, buddy," but that's not healthy for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got it under control. I was on it for a little bit. It definitely helped. The medication, like, I went through a rough patch.
Yeah, things
may have hit on
different
too
things
many
work
women.
for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm glad. I was only on it for like 2 years, and here I am, podcasting.
Yeah, like for me, I mean,
I'm
I've had
dancing for
anxiety
you guys now. No social
since I was
anxiety.
little. I don't know what would trigger it back when I was little. I remember like I had a lot of sleeping problems.
Yeah.
Like really, really bad sleeping problems where I was just up constantly, like thinking of fucking the worst possible scenarios in the world.
Yeah, it's anxiety for you.
And I had it a long, long time. Like I would just get really frustrated for no reason. I didn't understand it. There was a thing like anxiety didn't exist to me when I was, 8 years old, whatever.
Right.
And really, I didn't understand what anxiety was until I already knew how to kind of control it. And I mean, like you said, you just kind of tell yourself you're being a bitch, buddy.
That's kind of my thing, but
I just I have to kind of shut myself down for just a little bit, go into my own world for a second, and then I come back out, I'm fucking fine.
Yeah.
I just have to, like, if I get really frustrated, whether it's stuff at home, I just kind of have to shut myself down for a little bit, focus on something that's completely it has nothing to do with anything that's going on, and then come back out and totally fine.
Yeah, there's his Ryan Matthew. He just asked what your steps are, for managing it. But it's gonna sound super weird, but like, so a couple years ago, our friend Alec, he's been on the podcast before, and like, it's when I was still had anxiety and stuff, and he asked me if I want to go Sundance, and like, I was like, that's a lot of people, I don't know if I want to go. And then it's weird, I still think about it to this day, but my dad's like, "You're not getting any younger," and I was like that's one of my first steps to managing my anxiety. Like, I don't want to be older and then like, I don't want to feel like I wasted time because I was afraid in my own mind.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like, well, like it's dumb stuff. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it doesn't work. Like, I can tell you when you have severe anxiety, everyone would tell me like, what's the worst could happen? It's like, you don't know what the fuck
you
is
go
going
in there, you're like fucking a meteor could
Everything-
crash into the earth and we could just all burn up right fucking now.
No, but like, I don't know. My like first thing, like any decision that I'm feeling anxiety about, I'm just like, I try not to think. I go out of my head. I don't know. It's not gonna work. I don't know. It can work for you. I just try not to go in my head, and I just do it. Like,
yeah,
kind of like yes, man. I just like, unless it's dumb.
There's
obvious
a thing called
dumb
the
stuff,
5-second rule, and the 5-second
Yeah.
rule is if you just need to kind of force yourself to make a decision in that moment within 5 seconds. I mean, there are some things that take a little bit more contemplation, But
Yeah.
you have to.
Well-
Eventually, you'll be able to determine what things. Okay, this is. I have to actually think on this, and I have to maybe consult other people. But instant decisions, like when you wake up in the morning, when your alarm goes off, you make a decision within 5 seconds or whatever, whether I'm going to snooze this alarm clock or whether I'm going to shut it off and I'm going to get out of bed.
Right.
Yeah. And my anxiety is all social. So, like, I don't know people, you know, that just have every day-to-day life anxiety, you know. Mine's all social. So whenever, you know, I just have a...
day-to-day shit.
Mine's just choices. When I have a choice, like, someone invites me to go do something, you know, usually I'm like, I'm okay tonight. I would stay in, you know. Back in the day, I would stay in every time. But now it's like, yeah, I'll go out. And I always have a good time. So now it's just like, I've just done it so many fucking times and not had any negative repercussions that it's like, I don't know.
I think that's the big thing too, is like, you know, and for me, I don't think I've ever really had like social anxiety, because I just, you know, I don't have a problem.
You want another one?
Yeah,
I've never really had a problem going out. It's the fact that I just never really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's tough for me because I can't quite wrap my head around it, because, you know, at the same time, how many people are out who do have anxiety as well, who didn't want to go out either but are still out, who are thinking the same thing. So, you know, you go to a party or whatever.
A lot of people, they might experience anxiety and they just don't have a name for it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't for a long time until I met quite a few people with anxiety,
Right.
and then I said, oh, well, that's what I've experienced my entire life. That tightness in your chest that you
Oh,
get
it sucks.
when you start overthinking things, and you just, and sometimes you don't even have to overthink. You can just, something can start happening and you can just start getting that feeling in
it
your
sucks.
chest.
It's not, it sucks.
And
It's
you
the worst
just
thing.
you just start getting frustrated, and you're like, why do I feel like this? And then it just builds on top of itself, and it just feels like something, it's almost like something just spooling up in your chest, and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and that thing just keeps spooling up and just getting,
And at that point, you're like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna stay in.
and it just fucking hurts.
Mine is just, I don't want to miss out on stuff anymore. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that kept me going through is like
That
missing
was
out.
a big turning point for me, was
But-
deciding to start making instant decisions and just saying, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. Why not?
That's mine. Mine's all social now. So like, you know, if someone says dumb stuff, because I did a lot of dumb shit growing up. So, you know, when it comes to that, I'm gonna say no. I'm just more rational that
Yep.
way. But if it's any part or not, well, I skip parties too. But like, if it's like most social interactions, I try to force myself to do it, even if it's like that kind of sucks. But just, you know,
Well,
Yeah, but you
Just
think
to
about
put-
it. If the things
uncomfortable
that you,
situations
the
are
things
good.
that you do skip, you know instantly, I'm gonna skip this because X reason. You know, because I don't want to be hanging out
Yeah.
with heroin addicts, whatever it might
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like there's heroin people there. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go that. Or you know, I have this important thing to do. I'm not gonna do that instead of doing this important thing. You know instantly when you have anxiety, it's that overthinking deal that you get into. It's that constant, like that spooling up thing that you get into,
Yeah.
and you just slowly talk yourself out of shit. Rather than if it's
Yeah, you
if you
definitely
use
do.
that 5-second rule that I'm talking about, if you force yourself to
It's
make
hard,
an
but
instant
yeah.
decision and you say yes or no, then you do it. When I got my most recent job that I'm in now, this has been fucking a huge payout for me. I was working at Smith's and I was making like $16 an hour, over
Yeah.
$16 an hour, and I was like, this is good money.
Mm-hmm.
But it fucking sucked. Every day was hell. I was always getting bitched at. Everybody was on my fucking case, even though I was a hard fucking worker. And one day, someone fucking bitched at me. He was like 4 a.m, dude, and I was listening to a podcast, one earbud in, and he's like, and the store director, the fucking main boss of the store, comes in, and he's like, what are you gonna do if a customer comes by and tries to ask you a question? I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hear him out of my other ear. Yeah, I'm gonna hear him out of my other ear, or I mean, I have like peripheral vision.
I can do that.
I can tell if there's a customer coming by, and if I'm not able to hear him, I'm gonna take it out,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna answer their fucking questions. And it was like at that point, like he was just so fucking rude, and I was like, I gotta get out of this company. And that was my third store that I had been in, and I'd always had, has been another problem. And then you leave that, you're like, okay, this next store, it can't be the same. And then you work there for a while, everything's good when you start a new place, and then you get used to the rhythm, and then, oh, it's the exact fucking same. And then go to another place, get used to the rhythm, it's good, and then it's the exact fucking same. And so one day, I said, I'm fucking done. And then, like, later that afternoon, my stepdad called me, and he's like, hey, I'm creating a new position at our work. I need somebody to come in, clean and organize. It's going to be kind of shitty work, but you're good at organizing stuff. Do you want the job? And I just immediately said, yes, I want the job.
Yeah.
And he said, you're going to take a pay cut. And I said, I don't care. I want the job.
Yeah.
And within a year, I went from making $16 an hour to making, I went down to $13 an hour. And then now I make $22.75 an hour,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
So
and I only have to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I make more money than I ever have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I get to spend time with my kid, and just if you make those instant decisions, sometimes they're not going to pay out.
No, definitely.
But sometimes they can really fucking pay off.
Yeah,
I didn't know that a year and a few months ago, I didn't know that I was going to be having a kid, that I was going to have to be self-sufficient completely, and that I was going to have to make a good amount of money to provide for myself.
Right.
But I made some instant decisions, actually quite a few along the way, especially, when I worked there, when I took that job offer, that was for a shit job, I got a raise within a few months to $15 an hour. And then they offered me the job where I'm at now, which is in the aerospace. I work at a completely different place. And right when they offered me that, I just said, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's like, I don't know, because I imagine, have you always been working weekends, or is that a recent thing?
It's the past 6 months.
I was going to say, because, like, at first, like, that probably seems like, oh, shit, my weekends are gone. But it's like, you have the whole week off, it sucks not having weekends, but it's like, worth it. But, you're doing good. I'm proud. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I like to see people doing good. So.
Yeah, just make those instant decisions. Sometimes they're not going to pay off, but usually the reward is going to be much greater than the
people
risk.
always try and discredit impulsion, like people who are impulsive, but people who are impulsive for the wrong things.
Yeah, there is negative impulsion.
Like,
there's something like
very, very negative.
Look at
impulsion.
this. Me and Wesley, can tell you, and DJ could probably tell you too, we're like, impulsiveness has caused some shit.
Yeah.
But look at us now.
I impulsively decided to drink
stories.
most of a bottle of liquor here, and I fucking blacked out, and I don't remember jack shit. But
look at us now. We got stories to tell you on a fucking podcast.
Well, and I think, too, kind of what Forrest said was big for me, too. Like, I never had anxiety because I think partly due to the fact that, like, I always had pressure on me. Like, being an only child has its pressure because it's all like, oh, I gotta like be the person to show off kind of or whatever, and like there's always like expectations to like, I don't want to get into my family backstory, but I always had like pressure on the shoulders.
Yeah.
So I never felt like anxiety because I was like always out doing bullshit or whatever. But then like when I started making my own like decisions for stuff and started doing things that I wanted to stop doing things that other people wanted to, it was kind of relieving, but at the same time like it left me like, I don't want to miss out on shit too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he said. Like there was something.
Yeah. That also the same thing got me in trouble is probably West too. Like afraid to miss out on stuff, and then you're like, oh shit, I wish I would have missed out.
Yeah.
But so now it's like a toss up. I don't go out and party. Like I haven't partied. Like
and that's
I've gone doing stuff, but yeah.
And that's a part of eventually learning the difference,
right?
But you almost have to make those impulsive decisions unless you have a really, 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 really fucking wise person to tell you right from wrong, and you can actually trust them, which is really hard to do. It's hard to have a parent or someone that you can look up to that you can really trust to say, don't go binge drinking, don't go do meth, don't do this, It's really, really hard to have a person like that you can actually 100% trust to take their word for, okay, drinking a bunch of alcohol recklessly and fucking
sucks, but sometimes you have good times.
Well, yeah, you do in moderation.
That's what I'm saying.
You never really have a good time if you end up throwing up all over the place. That's not a good fucking time.
Well,
you got to learn if you can it's really hard unless you actually have somebody that you can really, really trust to tell you right from wrong, to tell you just the hard drugs, like just not to go do heroin and meth. If you can really have somebody to tell you
it's hard
that those sorts of things, you almost have to learn for yourself.
That's a problem. Before Wes is gonna say something, I can tell. But I just want to say real quick, like if you're having like troubles, like depression, anxiety, go to a doctor, get on medication. A lot of people are so anti-medicine, but it really is. It can be a lifesaver.
Yeah.
But that's all I want to say. Yeah.
I was just gonna say with the having the parents thing is one big thing for me that I had to get out of my box, and it took me until I was like 18 or 19, was like not to live my parents' life. And I think a lot of people don't realize this because like instinctively we trust our parents' word. We want to believe everything our parents say, but sometimes you have to sit down. I'm not saying this about my parents. Like, I have my things that I disagree with how they run stuff, but like, your parents might be losers, or your parents might be also stupid, or your parents might not know what the fuck they're talking about. So instinctively following them for your whole life might be a bad idea. Yeah. And I think too many people are afraid to sit down and go through that,
and that's the problem.
In their head.
That's the problem, is really realizing when somebody's full of shit or not.
Right, because you might be like, you know, right out of high school and like your parents are telling you all this shit, or like, and going through from growing up they've told you all this shit, like this is how you're supposed to live your life, but you don't want to live your life. You got to come to that term and realize, well, do I worry about disappointing them, or do I just live my life how I want to? You got to live your life how you want to. If you're living someone else's life, you're going to be fucking miserable.
And that's a huge fault on the parents, and that's just like
it is kind of, I think, a fault on the parents, but I think it's a protective thing, like.
Yeah, well, it's just a fault on everybody. It's a big cycle of fuck-ups.
It's a fucking human thing.
It's a human.
It's a big cycle of fuck-ups. And
definitely.
One huge issue I see about it is like religions.
Yeah.
Religions, they want you to follow this specific fucking track.
Any belief in general, I think.
Yeah,
religion mainly, for sure.
Yeah, mainly religion. Yeah. Religion is the number, especially in Utah, the number one that I see that really
do stuff for their parents.
That really rules people's lives for the negative.
Yeah, definitely.
They'll never experience certain things, and a lot of the time it causes them to, when they decide to stop listening to the religion,
they go overboard.
They go fucking off the rails.
I think,
and they go completely the opposite direction. They can fuck their lives up. Well, and I've seen a lot of people that have grown up in a completely Mormon family, and they grow up to be fucking meth dealers.
Same with extremely rich people.
Yeah, extremely rich people. And it's a lot of that is just a fault on the people above them. The people before them, it's a big fault on them. And if you can find somebody before you that has their fucking... But that's the problem, is because a lot of people that are full of shit, they're going to pretend they're not fucking full of shit.
Well, my thing
that's everybody that's full of shit.
Yeah, I think that's like what you're saying with people being full of shit. Live one life. That's what I think. Yeah. Be the same person, like...
From when they got their belief to when they died.
Well, I mean, like, around everyone. Because, you know, you see so many people, like, oh, they're at church every Sunday. It's like, dude, I did some shit with you last week and you're at church. You're on your mission now. Like,
I saw you snort lines last week.
Yeah, don't be fucking fake, dude. There are so many fucking fake people.
Saving face to not disappoint
people.
Be
honest. Being honest with yourself is pretty much all it comes down to.
There's so many fake people today.
Yeah.
So many fake people, and it's insane.
Well, and I think, too, that kind of goes with social media, like we were talking about, because so many people want to flex and feel like they're special.
Yep.
I say that a lot. I think that we're in a world now where so many people have become a special person or a celebrity or a popular person, and now everyone strives after that, but they don't want to put the work in, so they go and do these extreme things or say that
just to say they did.
Yeah, or they say they're a part of a group. I'm not going to get into groups, but you know, they say they're a part of that group so they can feel special and have that title, or you know, there are a whole bunch of things. It's like, if you want to be a special person, do something special. Don't just
something that you have to follow your actual inner fucking passion
and be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't be a carbon copy
Did you watch
of other people.
Black Mirror?
Oh, a lot of it. Love it.
Yeah, that one episode about the social media shit where it's the fucking upvotes, whatever the fuck. And that girl, when she was... What really, really spoke out to me is when she was sitting down to drink her coffee or whatever, and she took a bite out of the cookie, and then set it like by her coffee all cute and whatever, and then
picture.
spit out the bite of the cookie.
Yeah.
She was just taking that bite of the cookie just to have that image.
Right.
She was not actually enjoying what she was really doing. She was just doing that to produce that image of enjoying this cookie and coffee.
And I see that all day long.
Yeah, no, you'll see people that they'll go and try, they'll pretend they're experiencing something like surfing, whatever it is. You know, they're going wakeboarding, whatever it is. And then once they get a picture of them doing it, they're done.
They'll
they
never
quit.
do it again.
Yeah. They're like, okay, I got a picture of myself doing it. Now it's Instagram official, and I can be done.
I think that's why
IG baby.
I think that's why so many people start like really liking people who do have, like for me, for example, I tend to be around like follow people who are extremely passionate about one thing.
Yeah.
Jerking off.
Like
that's why Wesley.
That's why I'm a big fan of. That's why I'm a big fan of Forrest. He's so passionate about it. But no, like someone who's passionate about martial arts, or someone who's passionate about photography or art or a science or whatever. I like following that person instead of someone who's like, oh, Mr. Worldwide, I got everything. I've done everything.
305,
yeah,
baby.
305. You know, it's
and it's because
those things, they're fake.
They do all those different things just for the image of them doing those
like,
things.
Congratulations, I'm glad that you've done all these things, but who are you? What are you
But did
good
you
at?
actually enjoy skydiving? Did you actually enjoy climbing this mountain? Did
That's
you
why
actually enjoy
We get a glimpse into what
driving
they're
this
actually
car?
doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Too many
You
people
only
wanna
get a glimpse,
show off.
and that may only be the fucking exactly what it is, a glimpse.
Could you
That
imagine
only
if
may
I
be a
posted a
snapshot.
picture of what I
If
was
they're
doing?
if they're in a Ferrari, that may have just been, hey, can I take a picture in your Ferrari? Not them actually driving a Ferrari for a few days or whatever.
When I also wonder too, like,
I'll tell you in a sec, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I'll tell you about Wiener Stanley.
yeah, we got stories of Wiener Stanley.
I want to hear stories about Wiener Stanley.
One thing I was gonna say when going to Wiener Stanley is, how many people do you know want to travel? Lots of people.
So many.
Everybody.
That's
Everybody.
everyone's fucking thing.
Okay.
Everybody.
I
Beach
also want to
epidemic.
travel.
It's fun. Traveling's, yeah, for sure.
But I think where people get misconstrued is, like, why do you want to travel? Do you want to travel just because you can go home and say, like, I've been to Paris?
Yep.
Because for me, I want to go places that most people want to go, and I want to stay there, and I want to, like, engulf myself in the culture.
Yeah.
I don't want to go see the Leaning Tower of Pisa or
the
put
biggest-
my hand against the fucking, you know, do the basic white
biggest
bitch
thing
pictures.
Do you know what
Is
Wesley's
when
main
people
thing
is when people go travel, and this is how they live their travel life.
Yeah.
Ow, I'm so tired of phones.
That's what I
They
love
live
about
their life
fucking...
like this. This is how they live through concerts. This is how they live through seeing natural wonders of the world. This
Yeah.
is how they live through everything.
Yeah.
I understand taking some pictures of something that is amazingly beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you have to actually enjoy that in the moment first. There
I
are a
don't think
lot
they
of people.
do.
There are a lot of people who don't actually enjoy it in the moment. They just want to get that snapshot.
So there's do you know Ari Shafir, the
Yes, of
comedian?
course, yeah.
So you probably know he went and traveled to
Yep,
Asia for
yep.
4 months without
Disappeared.
a cell phone.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
No cell phone.
Nobody knew where he was. He just
Yeah.
fucking disappeared off the face of the
So
earth.
that is fucking. That's experiencing
Yeah.
things. Like,
That's the kind of shit that
And
I
that's-
want to do.
When I go and do things, I used to when I was younger. I used to take a lot of pictures.
yeah.
But now that I've grown
Well, it's
up,
like pictures are cool to
yeah,
have for
pictures
sure.
are cool.
Yeah.
I
But
used to
that's
just take
the whole
pictures
reason you're doing
of things
it,
that were beautiful, but I'd also
Yeah.
be enjoying everything.
I'm calling
That's
out
what
like
now-
That's why cameras are cool to take.
Yeah.
If you
Exactly,
take an actual camera,
an actual fucking, and that's
Yeah.
what it was. It was I was taking pictures with an actual camera
then
when I went
then it's
on trips with
experiences.
my
Like
family.
that's awesome. I remember this later.
Yeah,
Take a picture and I'm like, oh, I'll post this on IG. It's like
Yep.
it's just like pictures for you. Like
I have
you
a
can
rela-
share
I have,
those.
I have
That's
a relative
okay.
that does that. Oh, she just lives through those moments through her phone, and like if her phone is not fucking functioning, she
She's
loses
crazy.
her fucking shit.
well, like I'm gonna bash for like half the people on my fucking Snapchat now. Put
No.
your phone down at a fucking concert and listen
Yeah,
to music.
Exactly. I
I-
have not taken a picture at a concert.
Well, that's my
forever.
thing. I like to
Except
take.
for when the music's dead. Like when
Right.
there's no music going on at DOS Energy, I tried to take a picture of like the whole scene.
I like to
Right.
take
Like, I
a
was like,
picture
holy shit,
or
this is
a
fucking
video
gorgeous.
with my
And it worked.
friends.
Yeah.
I like that's my thing.
Yeah.
I say you get one video, like, because that's I did. We went to a concert recently. And I was like, I want to get a video just because I want to, like, we and my friends are together.
Yeah.
I want that video of us.
There will be people who take an hour
But
of
if you're just
footage at Snapchat.
if I'm doing this on Snapchat just to watch your fucking
Yeah,
concert, I don't give a
exactly.
shit about.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like they're trying to flex.
That's why I don't watch.
Or like
fucking
they're trying to
Snapchat
show off like,
stories and shit.
look, oh my god, I can touch G easily from here. And it's like, Bitch, no one cares.
Yeah.
If you're so pumped about G-Eazy,
every
grab that
time-
man's dick.
Every
Put your
time,
phone down.
every time I have been at the fucking front of the line at a concert, I have not touched
You're
my phone.
raging.
The phone is on the last thing on my mind.
You know what
You're
we
just
did for
stuck.
like 2 hours of the concert? Trying to fucking find people to mosh pit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So we went to Five Finger Death Punch and Breaking Benjamin. So like a hardcore concert, no one would mosh with us.
not a
How
single
fucked
fucking
up
person.
is that?
I went to Rise Against in A Day to Remember, and it got so insane that we did crowd surfing on top of people crowd surfing. So somebody
See what the
got up crowd surfing, and I got on top of that person.
And you were
while
crowd
they were
surfing the
I was
crowd
crowd
surf.
surfing a crowd surfer.
See,
And then
or
there was
like
like a dude in a fucking bubble, one of those fucking air bubbles. He was running across the crowd. Everything, dude.
See, I like what Ryan says. The top of I don't know how to pronounce it. Sigmana's dome. You have a 30-mile panorama in every direction. I like to do photography of nature because I like to go spend time in nature.
Yeah, yeah.
And absorb everything. And then I also like to do the
Share
art of
that.
photography.
And share that a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, like
But
it's
not.
That's what I'm
you're
saying.
not-
You
you're not
share for your
taking that
memories,
image.
not
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
like
And-
other
and just
people
to
might enjoy this.
Show other
Right.
people like this is a beautiful thing that
Yeah.
you may not know about.
right.
You may not know these beautiful things exist in the fucking world. But it's a difference between that and
And
just going out to show.
experience.
Oh, I did this. I went and hiked this mountain. Look at me.
Well, you know
I
what's
fucking hiked
funny is as far as not for hikes or nature, but
it."
like
Yeah, whatever.
a lot of comedians and a lot of concerts now are going to that company. Whether
to get rid of their phone.
get rid of their
the
phones.
phone bag.
It's in the phone
Whatever.
bag. You
Yeah.
cannot get into your phone
Yep.
the whole time.
Yep.
I think that's genius because I think
it's
people are
fucking
gonna
awesome.
enjoy their thing. Like when
Yep.
I went to me and my friend, our friend Weston, we went to go see Ari Shafir when he was here.
Yeah. You
And
use
like-
one of them phone bags.
Yeah, no, he didn't do phone bags at all. But like, how many people were sitting there on their phones the whole entire thing? And I'm like, this guy's up here murdering, saying shit that
I
like
mean-
is just to fucking die, and you're on your phone like,
I went to Joe Rogan
Oh,
in
fuck.
Vegas.
jealous.
Damn,
And-
Justin.
I had to take a fucking couple pictures.
Oh, that's fine. That's a thing.
Yeah, I fucking had to. Have you guys seen his special Triggered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would basically watch that live.
Yeah,
It's
So you know where he's getting on the fucking stool and he's doing this?
Yeah.
Where he's on the stool, I'm doing the
Right.
fucking the Kardashian deal, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I fucking took a couple pictures of that before it was
Well,
out.
I think there's
And that was, I was just like I was sick that day, and I remember I was like, I'm probably the most obnoxious motherfucker in here because every time I laugh, I fucking am coughing my lungs out. So I'm like, just dying.
Right.
But like it was fucking insane, and like I traveled hundreds of miles to go see this.
Right, no,
spent a whole
and
weekend in Vegas
we're-
just for that. and
we're
I
all
took
on
a
the
few
same page with
pictures.
that. Like, if you're at
Yeah.
a moment in time that's like huge, but it goes back to the people where it's like every minute of their life has to be on their phone.
Yeah, every minute. Yeah.
Because
If you
how many
take a
pictures did you
couple-
take? 5, maybe 10,
Yep.
and then your phone
Yep,
was put
like
away the rest
maybe
of the
10,
time.
maybe 10.
You know,
and most of them were after. I got
Right.
he had like a glass of whiskey and he left it on the stage and everybody cleared out of the room really fast and there was like maybe like a handful of people in the room and I noticed that his glass was still on the stage and I was like, I'm gonna go get that shit.
Did you get it?
I ran up and I remember like booking it down, like it was a big auditorium room, and I fucking just remember booking it down, just hopping, like just fucking full on, just hopping up there, just grabbed it and then just booked it off and ran out of
That's
there.
so
And
cool.
I got him to sign it later.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, dude, oh fuck, I'll find a picture.
Okay,
of that
that's
shit.
dope as fuck.
Yeah,
That is
no,
dope.
that's fucking cool. And I got a really cool picture of it too.
See, and like, I don't know. I guess maybe I don't know why it bothers me. I guess I feel like people just aren't living in living in the moment. They're just
Exactly.
recording their moment. And maybe someone who does this can explain to me why they like it so much. Because maybe there's something that I don't understand why they do it, and I don't know. 'Cause, like, if I go somewhere, I want to experience that. Like, that's why, you know, I don't know. When I go hang out with the boys, like, I'm not on
Yeah.
my phone unless we're.
I'm not a
fucking-
big fan of these days. I lived many a life sober, so like I would rather like have like 5 to 10 of my friends. Like I would rather just hang out like this, like what we're doing now almost, but just with a bunch of my boys, just hanging out,
Just
fucking
bullshit,
telling
dude.
stories, drinking, bullshitting.
Yeah.
I'd way rather do that, play some pool, go to the bar, something like that, just with my friends, than fucking party.
Yeah.
Partying sucks
It
these
does
days.
suck.
Yeah, no, partying really does fucking suck.
It was fun when I was young, like,
Yeah, it
but
was.
I think, yeah, because I think for me, like, why I enjoyed partying, like, because it was a new thing.
It was a
When
lot
it's
of
fresh
fun.
and new, you're
It was like that social experience, or not experience, like just hanging out with all these, like, especially because we hung out with a lot older people, so
Yeah.
it's like, this is awesome. We're hanging out with these cool people, and we're getting fucked up, having a good
well,
time.
in one night too, you can experience so many new things. But the problem is after you've done partying for like,
It's the same after so much.
yeah, like there's not any more new experiences to have at parties. Like, once you've seen everything, once you have a gun pointed at you,
Once you get shot at,
and once you get shot,
that's where you draw the line.
Because like for me, like, we were partying pretty damn hard almost every night
Yeah.
for a good year or 2
Wow.
years, and you just you kind of get burnt out. Like, what else is there to do at a party?
Like, people are like, oh, come to this fucking other random party. It's like, why? So I can be uncomfortable, meet some random strangers I'm never going to talk to again, get fucked up. It's like, why?
Fuck finding that picture.
Well, there's nothing to gain from it. Like, what do I want to get laid? There's much easier ways to get laid than go to a party nowadays.
Well, now my thing is, like, mine is small parties. If someone's like, hey, come out to this, like, there's gonna be 20 people max, like, okay, that's gonna be fun then. Like, but if it's like, oh, fucking rager, we're gonna have a fucking Project X party, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably still go. Just kidding. No, but like, I would rather just hang out with, like, a bunch of
Close
friends.
people, yeah.
Or
Of
even
course,
if it's,
dude.
I had a
That
good
was my
time.
best times. I lived in a party house basically
Yeah.
when I graduated. I lived at
Me
Cody Putnam's. I don't
too.
know if you guys knew Cody Putnam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I used to go there.
But yeah,
When
there would be some nights, dude, where I shit you not, maybe 100
did you live in
people
that
would
house
come
too?
through. Yeah, I lived in
I
there.
didn't know either.
I went there a bunch when Josh Red moved in for a little bit.
Josh Red moved in there.
Yeah. So it's probably
Right
after you
after
were
you.
gone then.
Yeah, what the
Obviously.
fuck? But yeah, so I lived at No, not that one.
Oh, not the Leighton
when
house?
we were in high school.
Oh, you lived
Woods
by
Cross, Cody
Jordan,
Putnam's. Yeah.
Frederickson's. Okay.
Yeah, no, Woods Cross, Cody Putnam's.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the Lane
that
house.
that one too. That one was fucking insane too.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had like that giant fucking gym room.
Yeah,
and
that's...
they just trashed it. They did like thousands and thousands
Yeah.
of dollars in damage in that house. But anyways, no, I'm talking about his Woods Cross house, like his dad's house. There would be in a small house like that Leighton house. That was huge, and that was like that was worthy of fucking big parties.
Right.
But his Woods Cross house was not worthy of fucking giant parties. But we'd still have. I guarantee you, the biggest night, there was probably 100 people came through that house.
I'm sure.
In one night.
Right.
And like I remember one time, like my room was usually the smoking room because I had like the bong. I always had the weed and everything, allegedly.
Yeah.
And
damn, you kill it. Good guess.
With the allegedly.
but fucking, I remember one time, dude, my room was maybe 2 of these rooms, and it was just completely lined with people all the way around, dude. Like my bed was like here, but there was like people all the way around the wall, and then all the way around my bed, and then all the way over here, and then all the way over here, and then there was like people out the hallway, people in the next room, and it was just insane, dude. And people were stealing my shit all the time. I had fucking 4 garbage cans in my bedroom alone. 4 garbage cans in my bedroom, and 2 of them were full-size garbage cans, and people would still leave garbage all over my fucking room like they didn't give a shit.
Oh, of course.
And
That's the thing with partying.
But if you had a small group of people, like fucking 4 or 5 people, those were the best times.
Right.
When you just had 4 or 5 people, maybe a dozen tops.
That's what I'm saying. Because I had a party house too, but I got lucky where we got the only thing, because we had, not too many people. We had a decent amount of people a few times. But I had this house, and the only thing we ever got stolen was a couple e-cig batteries and a bottle of juice.
Why was e-cig shit the most stolen shit?
I don't know. But
Dude,
I don't know. It's
honest to God, I
it's
probably
easy
had
to steal.
$600 worth of e-cig shit stolen out of that house.
I'm sure.
yeah. Well,
Not even.
and then like
fucking kidding.
I think the main reason we have stuff stolen is just because like our friend group, like, very intimidating. I pulled a gun on a kid at one party when I was real drunk, and I just like oh fuck, poor guy, I love him, but he was like, can my friend come, he'll give you $5, and he did give me $5, and he left, and his friend I was drunk, I feel really bad, he's a good kid, I love him a lot, but I won't say his name, but he was just at this party, and I just went, I was fucked up drunk, so bad idea. Allegedly was fucked up and had a gun, allegedly, but so I went and allegedly sat next to him, and I was like, what where the fuck's my $5? And he's like, ha ha ha. I was like, no, seriously, where the fuck's my $5? And our other friend, he's like Wes, has a big beard. So there's Wes, you know, scary bearded guy. Then our other friend, also scary bearded guy. And then like, dude, you better give us our fucking $5. And so he's like, are you guys serious? And like, yeah. Like, I was like, and then like, it was just like all these intimidating friends of ours, you know, like, dude. And he's like, I was like, dude, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. And he's like, I gotta go outside. Because he was like,
He's gonna throw up.
Yeah, dude.
but that's the main reason.
Have a
know?
good night, go Eagles.
I would like, you know, we were just like, I'm not saying like, ooh, I'm a tough guy. It's just
fuck
like
with people.
I'd push people like to limits because I had intimidating friends. Obviously, like
Man.
back at the house, I was like super skinny too,
Yeah,
so I probably looked like a
that's- I mean,
tweaker.
I've been basically the same.
So
Not
like,
seemed intimidating, but like I will fuck.
I was like, look at you're gonna fucking beat me up in front of my friends who doubt it. So like people come to our parties and I would purposely like push my limits because like they're not fucking do anything to me with all these guys around.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know, I just got lucky that I had cool friends. No one stole my shit.
Yeah, I never had anything stolen besides my.
No, dude. The one time I fucking caught, the most of the time it
Night
was
go Eagles.
when my shit would get stolen, I was gone,
Yeah.
and Cody would just fucking, he would just let people in the house, and he would just let people in my room, and he wouldn't supervise them, and they just get to rummage through my shit and take all my stuff.
Yeah.
One time I went to somebody's house and I just found like a full set of my shit, and I was like, "This is mine." He's like, "No, it's not. I bought that for my brother. It's his. I bought that." I'm like, "This is fucking mine, dude.
Lick
This is
my
like,
balls.
you cannot tell me that you got all 4 of these items together just by chance from different fucking e-cig stores.
Right.
That's not fucking possible."
That's true. Speaking of e-cig things, so our friend Joel, this kid stole. It was back in the day when you know the egos.
Yeah,
those
no,
were cool.
I know exactly.
He had a variable
That's what
voltage.
my shit would get stolen. Like
Yeah,
I
he
had
had
all
a-
those things, and I had the different tanks back
Yeah.
when the tanks were only
Yeah,
like
yeah.
$15, maybe $10-15 for each tank. I had one
Damn.
for each of my flavors.
Fuck
I had
you.
fucking like a whole thing of
Damn.
tanks.
Yeah, but no. So our friend had a variable voltage ego.
don't
First
let
off,
her.
fuck you, J34789.
Yeah, fuck. you.
And but
How about you go and talk to the Suganon people?
damn, will you guys come together?
It's the squad.
Damn, the whole
Ligma
squad came. Is this
Dude,
a troll?
I got somebody hard on Updog the other day.
Damn,
I got
you
two
guys just-
people on Updog. I got someone IRL. I got somebody fucking in real life at work on Updog. And then I got somebody on Reddit Updog.
I fucking love you guys though.
I have a question. Do you think we should change the name Ice to the name Chunky Water?
Yeah.
I'll sign that petition for Chunky Water.
Crunchy water.
Munchies are
water.
country. You know who cares about Updog? Don't you fucking dare say that. Updog's the original.
Yeah, Updog is the fucking master.
It was
Like,
OG.
that's like sensei
Hey!
levels Updog.
G Baby knows.
Are you guys all friends?
Or Hinway. Can't forget about Hinway.
Yeah. You guys like Henway?
Not much, G baby. What about you?
You're the master, Moab Viper. Do you like doing stuff?
You haven't mastered Updog, promise.
How often do you guys jerk off a day? That's a question. Cause me, I'm a 4 time a day kind of guy. So I just want to know what you guys think.
G baby, show me your ways. Y'all want to get some crunchy water cream?
Damn.
I'm asking, what is Updog?
Not much, you. Woo!
Got him.
Is Salty around? Salty, why aren't you in on this? Damn, I almost called her a douche. So what are you doing? I said, what's up, douche? It changed it.
Good, dude.
What are you doing, douche? Hello, snaps. Okay. It gets everyone. I cream a lot when I ejaculate. So you cream and ejaculate? -4? Damn. Why -4? You, like, suck that nut in, you're like... like that? That's how you do? Why is back left daddy quiet?
Oh, I'm waiting for
Are you talking
good
about me, though?
conversation. Back left. Oh yeah.
I'm not quiet. I've been talking the fucking most. Why does the guy in the back left corner look like he's been lost?
I am lost.
Who are you talking about, though?
Yeah, because back left would be you.
Yeah. I've been lost for days in the woods.
Lots of lost.
You guys ever seen a guy do this? Is gonna do it again? Hold on. You guys think I fit this whole can around my mouth? You seen that shit before? Doubt it. I couldn't like gray shirt. Oh, so you were talking about that way. Yeah, have you been lost?
I have been lost.
What's ligma?
Ligma.
That fucking hurt my jaw. I was like a little anaconda.
I
just
He managed to get the whole entire.
I put the whole can around my mouth. Watch this. That's ASMR for you.
Light gray shirt. What about light gray shirt?
Oh, they're asking if I'm lost.
I have a little.
But you're in the dark gray shirt. I'm in the light gray shirt.
You know, my name's Forrest, and they often call me 4-inch Forrest because you'll never get bigger than 4 inches. You know, sometimes I'm a 2-inch kind of guy, so, you know, and they're like, fuck, I wish you got bigger than 4 inches. And I go, fuck you, bitch, you know? It just happens.
You, I'm 4-inch Forrest, bitch.
Yeah, you know? 4 inches erect if I'm on a good day, so.
On a good day.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like a little tickler, like.
It's not the size that matters, dude. It's what you do with it.
You know, my go-to move, you know, when I'm first meet a girl, first thing I do, you know, if she kisses me, I'm like, oh, I'm in. So I'm like, stand there. I'm like, check this shit out. She's like, okay, this is gonna be good. I'm like, I'm gonna get you so dirty. And then you know what I do? I go like this. I'm like Donkey Kong. I wind up and I just right in the puss. Right. And every single time, like 1 out of 10 times, she's into it. So always do that first. Like punch her right in the puss as hard as you can. Oh, thank you. You know, I've been trying to grow out my beard for a while now. I'm glad you noticed it.
It's the 1 in 10 because when you get that one, you know she's a keeper.
Where did I put that towel?
Under your chair.
Oh, thank you.
Are you talking about your sibling or something?
Mostly my brother. You know, me and my dad often kiss. It's not gay because we're father and son. Sometimes my cousin, I like, but you know.
Pretty much.
God damn it.
That guy says my dick is huge. My mom says I get it from my dad.
Oh wait, we gotta tell him about the tale of Wiener Stanley.
Yeah, Wiener Stanley, dude.
So, you don't even want to know about Wiener Stanley, I don't think.
Do you think that one?
So it was probably 2009. Yeah,
right.
2009.
I think 2009.
So about 2009, me and Wes here, we decided to go out to this.
My name's not Wes, it's Chumley.
Me and Chumley
What was
here.
that?
Thank you. Someone followed.
That was the yeah.
So me and Chumley here, we decided to go out to this like raceway that's near us, you know, and like all these people are racing, and then number 69, the driver's name was Wiener Stanley, of course, and so me and Chumley were like, holy shit, Wiener Stanley's here, like we gotta fucking meet this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So after the race happens, of course me and Chumley go down to the racetrack, and Wiener Stanley's like, dude, we gotta fucking meet, dude. And he's like, oh
Just drink
man,
the bottle.
I'm so glad to have fans.
I don't know if you have mouth aids.
I do.
Beard
So
aids, probably.
Wiener Stanley's like, you guys want to come back to my trailer? And we're like, dude, Wiener Stanley, we would love to come back to your trailer. You know, we love Wiener Stanley. And so Wiener Stanley invites us back to his trailer.
It's my son.
Right.
Wiener Stanley's like, yeah. So we go back to Wiener Stanley's trailer, and then Wiener Stanley is like, hey guys, I got some girls coming over. We're like, yes, Wiener Stanley. That's exactly what we wanted. And so, you know, we're at Wiener Stanley's trailer. We're at Wiener Stanley's trailer, and we're just partying, you know. All these girls, 300 plus, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just like in their belly button.
If they don't have fupa, we're not
like
into
a Dan
it.
Bilzerian party.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm like, ooh, this girl, you know, she's good 450. And I'm like, that's the one right there.
Nothing makes Forest harder than some just high quality fupa.
So I'm like, I'm gonna get in the Slays Fjord. I'm just gonna put my face in there and I'm just gonna go, boo, boo, boo.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's that's what I want to do with this girl. And so I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, you want to go back to, I'm like, Wiener Stanley. Wiener Stanley, can I go back to your room? This girl said I can see her fjord. And he's like, yeah, you can definitely go back to my room right now. I'm like, thank you, Wiener Stanley. And so, like, me and this girl, you know, 450 plus, of course, we go back to his room. And I'm like, so I'm just doing my moves, you know. I always go to this. Watch. This is my go-to move when I first meet a girl. Just that. So you just do that. That's the step one. So you do that, and she's like, Forrest. And I'm like, yes, I love when you do that. And so,
Gee, baby,
and so I'm like,
thank you.
I'm just like, thank you for saying my name. And I'm like, can I put one of your little nipples in my mouth? And she's like, oh, yes. I'm like, all right, I'm coming in, baby. And so I just start just just like that. I just start sucking a little nip. I'm like, and she's like, oh, oh. And so Wiener Stanley at this point hears the commotion of the oh, oh. So Wiener Stanley comes in and he's like, do you mind if I join? And I'm like, Wiener Stanley, there's nothing I want more than you to come in this room right now. And so I'm like, so me and Wiener Stanley, we'll get to the point, sorry guys. So me and Wiener Stanley start.
I feel like the guy in Black is the
So me and Wiener Stanley start doing. So I'm ass to mouth. So she's 450 pounds, sitting in my face, and I'm going. And then Wiener Stanley is on the front of her fjord going. And I'm like, Wiener Stanley, you know just what she likes. And so at this point, she's like. I'm like, Jesus, Wiener Stanley, you're giving it to her, and then she shits in my fucking face right then and there, and I go, oh God, Wiener Stanley, what are you doing? And then, you know, the rest is history.
And the moral of the story was, I was actually the woman in the whole time.
Oh.
Dude, you guys held that together.
That was hard to... That was a hard one to try and...
Ow. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ.
Moral of the story, don't go down on your friends.
Yeah. Don't get confused that your fat friend is not a fat woman.
You know, happens time to time.
Sometimes. Sometimes the acorn can just look like a big clit.
And there you go, my guy. That's the story of Wiener Stanley.
Good day. All right, CRC, take it easy.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in for my story.
Damn.
Anyone else want stories they want to hear? Ask me about it.
Dude. That was too good.
Classic Wiener Stanley story, man. He's always out causing mayhem. What a tale.
Tune in and I'll tell you any story you want to know.
How was it having Matt Booth and Tyler Pickett on here?
Oh, they were fun.
That was a great one.
Matt Booth used to tell some fucking crazy improv stories.
He's
a hoot.
Well, it's just
Extremely
not even his
entertaining.
improv. Like, he's great at telling stories. Like Thomas. Thomas is
No.
great.
When Thomas gets going, his storytelling is fantastic.
Yeah, dude, fucking Booth used to tell he would go on for like an hour, just some random story he was making up off the top.
Yeah.
And it would just fucking make me cry every
I-
time.
I could do it if I couldn't laugh.
Yeah, no,
Once
I
you
could
guys
do it
started
too.
laughing, I'm donezo. That's
I know.
I
was
held
trying
down
so
together
hard,
pretty
dude.
well, but
I was trying so hard not to talk.
The thing that kills me with Booths is like he'll be telling a story and then
Dude,
the
he
next
gets so vulgar.
well he'll get vulgar, but the next sentence is in a different accent.
Yeah,
And that just
yeah.
fucking kills me.
He used to do one. He would be like Scottish and then Mexican the
Yeah.
next second. Then he'd be like fucking Native American and then fucking
he kills his accents. For
yeah.
sure.
I'm trying to get
He was
better.
used to,
guess.
dude. One time, I did a Russian for like a week. I did a Russian accent, and I got stuck on a Russian accent. Like I would snap. Like I would do a normal American accent, like I was pretending to do an accent.
Damn. He got in the bamboozling.
I got bamboozled by my own accents.
Well, shall we call it after the Wiener Stanley story since
Yeah,
we
we
went
can
an
call
hour
it.
longer?
All right, guys, that's getting the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed.
If
this.
you liked Wiener Stanley's story, drop a follow. I mean,
I'll tell more.
We'll tell more stories. You'll hear my Wiener Stanley story next time. Where are these Stanleys from? We're from Utah.
Yeah, we're from Utah.
That fucked up part of Utah.
My fucking 5 wives are gonna be pissed on about
Yeah,
this.
the
like-
sister wives when I get home are gonna have a word for me. They're all gonna point and be like, "That's not what Jesus says," and I'm gonna be like, "Get back in the kitchen."
But yeah, guys, we're on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. We're on fucking everything.
Yeah, go follow. YouTube's fun.
Yeah, YouTube, Patreon. We're on Patreon too. We got some exclusives there.
Yeah, if you like Wiener Stanley story, you're gonna like our Patreon exclusive stories because
We tell stories that are like inappropriate for Twitch. So
yeah, and if you thought this was inappropriate,
yeah,
I'll suck and fuck to that. That's what I'm saying. Lots
Yeah.
of sucking and fucking. Everyone, have a good night.
yeah. Later,
We'll be
guys.
back Friday night.
Yeah, later, guys.